Yes. Yes.
Jeffrey, are you okay?
Almost there.
Jeffrey, what are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Open the door this instant.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, my God, you're gonna go blind.
I don't care. I don't care. Ooh. Oh,
New Street Fighter Alpha 2. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ooh.
Eat a bag of dicks!
Nice language in front of our boys!
They ain't playing tennis!
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information. Real fucking high on drugs.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another Saturday night, another Modern Comic Mayhem.
They tell
here
Red
on
Hood
Wednesdays.
about sound after everything me and McClay have been through.
There's something wrong. He's back. Let me explain this. So for those of you guys that don't know this, this is another reason why you stay away from Apple products. They're fucking garbage.
Oh, come on.
If you use an iPhone on StreamYard, anytime somebody comes in or leaves, there's a 50% chance that you're gonna lose. You're not gonna be able to hear everybody, and people can hear you, but you won't be able to hear them. So it's fucking dog shit. So just heads up, that's the way it is. We're gonna have to force. You know what we're gonna have to do, Hood? You know what we got to do, Hood? Same thing I did to you back in the day.
Give them council session.
And then we're gonna go, hey, this is the mic you gotta buy. This is the iPad you gotta use, or
do you want to take podcasting seriously, Hood? You remember that? I need you.
Yeah. Hood was one of the first people that, listen, man, anybody out there that is involved with music in any way or sound production in any way, you know that the number one thing is your fucking sound. And people will watch shitty video with good sound. They won't watch good video with shitty sound. They're like, fuck it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, so I took Hood aside early on and I said, Hood,
yeah,
you need to get your sound fixed. Hood was all mad.
Hey, you know what? It was feedback is a gift. You know, I learned late in life that it's not always starting shit. It's a gift, and you know, I appreciate it, McClay. You know.
Yeah. We're you know, it's funny. I hit up a couple of people and I was like, hey, you know, make sure you got a decent mic. So like if I do a stream and I bring you on, you have a decent mic. And mics are pretty cheap these days. I mean, I think you can get the best, in my opinion, the best mic in the game is the MV7, just for podcasting, right? Because it's got the regular powered input and it's got a USB-C input. So you can run it off a USB-C, and it's like $200 something like that. You know what I mean? It's cheap. Anyways, what is going on, everybody? Hope you enjoyed the session tonight. The session was excellent tonight. Still smoking on that hash in the core of the blunt. That's pretty nice. I haven't run out of that yet. I got enough of that to last me, because thank God of 420 deals. That is for sure. Vadalo says there are a lot of comic shows on YouTube, but this channel does have top-notch quality. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that. Yeah, I know, right? Apple sucks, but get an iPad. I think people nowadays, they just kind of like, you know how people call tissues Kleenex or soda Coke? You know, give me a Coke.
Yeah.
You know, or
pop.
I think that's the way with
Like tablets.
tablets and iPads, right?
Mm-hmm.
People just call them iPads now. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to our boy Rye. He just gifted
Here we go.
a ton of memberships and gave a $10 super chat. Says for the cause. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right. Free comic book day today. I mean, we were talking about it backstage. John, you spent a decent part of the day at your LCS. Hood, did you go to Stevens? What was it like? I mean, from your guys' perspective.
So he was run over. Like I got out of work probably about 4:30. I was able to hang out there for about an hour. He still had some good stuff. So, but early on, I think he put it on his video on his IG. But man, I had never. He like did an aerial shot of his shop and where you could park and other like. That's how big it's gotten at his shop.
That's cool. And we were kind of talking backstage, you know, when John was telling us about his shop and what it was like.
Dude,
and
he had Brian. He had like 3 guys. Because I took some books over to him yesterday. I gave him a couple of sets to give away to the free comic book day crowd. And I gave him a couple slabs. But he had there was 3 guys lined up yesterday at like 5 o'clock, dude.
Bro, he
just
put this
of
out
the giveaways
last night.
Yeah, there they are. Those were the guys. I didn't think he took a picture of that, dude.
That's
Those
crazy.
guys like had been lined up since like noon the day before. And I go, what the fuck am I missing? What? Hey, Steve, are you holding out on me? Like, what the hell are you giving away, bro? Do I need to line up?
Dude, I gotta be honest. His shop is just like looks so good. The outside of part of the way the building looks, the inside, the sign like above the shop, the way it's set up. Yeah, standalone. It's a standalone building, right?
Yeah, and it used to be a dry cleaners, and the facility in there, he had it refurbished. I mean, it's huge. He's got a section for statues and toys, a section for back issues, a section for all new release, section for just hot comics. And you got these custom made drawers and everything. I mean, it's just and Steve, I've known Steve for years, man. He's real methodical, you know. Just I remember because there used to be a douchebag shop we used to go to, and he goes, you know what, man? Fuck this dude. I'm gonna open my own shop. And I go, for real? He goes, yeah. And sure enough, he's a man of his word.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's really cool to see this event happening. I got to be honest. My thoughts on Free Comic Book Day this year were very negative. It was very negative. And it surprised me. It really surprised me. And it's kind of changed my outlook a little bit. You know, of course, I still wish that certain things would happen with the Free Comic Book Day brand and how they do things. But the fact that we saw multiple shops across the country, if you guys went to your shop, if there's anybody that's watching, you know, on the replay or in the live chat, if you went to your shop, let me know if your shop was packed, you know, and what the event was like. Because, you know, that is kind of the key and is what's really happening at these shops. Because let's be honest, the LCS, the brick and mortar LCS is a dying breed. I know that there's some people out there that are like, oh, it's growing and it's 3,000 stores. No, it's not. In my opinion, I think it's probably max 2,000 if we're lucky. And that was from what, like 8 to 10,000 15 years ago, something like that, 20 years ago. So anyways, enough of the doom and gloom. What I'm getting at is this is a great litmus test to see what comics is doing right now. And maybe there's a chance for, you know, to make this like local record store day, which is such a huge event for record shops across the country. It's such a big deal, and that's kind of what we need. And it sounds like that happened, right, John? I mean, at your shop, you said that there was people just buying all kinds of stuff. They were, looking for.
I sent you some pictures if you want to just, it's up to you if you can, it's on your Instagram, and also a quick video of the line. But man, it was like when I showed up, the store opened at 12. They had an event called Makers Market in the back of the store. And but I'm telling you, there was a line of at least 100+ people when the gate opened, and it never got short. It stayed long for 100 to 200 people from 12 p.m. till exactly 4:39 is the last person that walked in the store at 4:39. People were happy to wait. Nobody was complaining. We kept bringing sodas and waters out to everybody, and then engaging with people. Tried to accommodate some people who had special needs. But my LCS really had a great showing today, and it was great to hear people talking positive about books. Nobody talked any BS about any drama from what's going on out in the social media world with comics or live sales. It was just talking about the books that are out now and what's great. And a lot of kids came in energized about picking up Sonic and all of these kid titles and stuff. A lot of people excited about some of the new titles that came out today, particularly Energon Universe.
Yep.
A lot of people asking for that. A lot of people asking about monsters that, and this issue here was more informative. There's an interview in here. There's some heads up on new issues coming out. This was a big talk today. Everybody seems to like all of these indie horror stories. So this was a book sought out. This was super popular. This Gun Honey cover is sick. I can't wait to see it on a regular issue or a foil. And then the one that people were running in for was this. This is the one that it sold. Well, I don't want to say sold out, but it was gone within I would say the first hour or two. After that, people were still asking about it 4 hours later.
Ladies and gentlemen,
apparently
we have just entered for the third time in 4 weeks an early drama alert.
I got at you, McClay. I hope this makes your couple drama, because these dudes, goofy ass dudes.
Into the news. Into the into the
But let's get down to business.
All right, this is crazy because this Dungeon Crawler Carl book, everybody is talking about right now. And I'm not just talking about the Absolute Batman homage, which, even before the show started, there's people talking about it in the chat, and we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, this book, this Dungeon, go ahead and hold it up again, John. This book right here is the free comic book day version of Dungeon Crawler Carl. And it is selling for like $15, I think, on 15 to 20, maybe 10 to 15 already on eBay, right out the gate for a free comic book day book, which is crazy. And then on top of that, I saw some very interesting things about this. And let me go ahead and do this. Unfortunately, where there's smoke, there's fire, and people went, man, this is a hot book right here, and we're gonna figure out ways to turn it into a drama alert segment. Let me find this. So I saw people. Look at this. Comic shops were selling them for $10 out the gate. Get this comic for $10 or free if you spend $50. Dude. Ouch.
On free comic day?
Oof.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, at least like hold it until you know what I mean? Like try and at least look good about it.
But look at the bottom of the sign. or it's free if you spend $50 minimum.
That's crazy.
That's weak sauce. Weak sauce.
Absolutely,
but,
man.
Pussy.
So this is from our boy Bronze Age Nerd. He says a shop is selling Dungeon Crawler Carl free comic book day book for $10 or including it with $50 purchases. The shop is Hall of Justice Comics in Parker, Colorado. They've confirmed they are doing this in Facebook comments. Important context. Free comic book day books are purchased by the retailers. This comic is selling for $10 on eBay already as well. I'm curious to what people think. And a lot of interesting comments in here. Mark from Legion of Comics says, they're real life pieces of shit, period. They're taking the entire spirit and purpose of the day and completely dumping on it. I would never do business with them. Izzyverse says, the original intent for free comic book day is being lost by capitalism. Oh, bro, come on, dude. A book that should be free on one day should remain free until day one. Day two is another story. It bothers me that this is the case.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at least hold some and give some away at first if you're going to pull this shit.
Shout out to our boy Ken on base. He says they can do whatever they want as a business. It's terrible business decision, though. Good luck after that. Great comment. Great comment. Yeah, we see this type of stuff. West Coast Avengers, scum shit. Andy Duso thinking they need a different name. Like they're going in on these people, creators, retailers. And again, we just talked about the good, what's a way to say it? Like the good goodwill that happens, the good spirit, the spirit of goodwill, I guess is the way to put it. I don't know. I'm stoned. You guys let me know what you think in the chat. Yeah. Like this is a day where it should be whatever we can do, especially as a brick and mortar shop, whatever you can do to create new customers that are going to come in every month. You know what I mean? Not get put on drama alert, you know?
Yeah, that's scummy. That's scummy.
Lewis,
there's no reason for people to come out. I can honestly tell you that particular book, we had guys asking about it, girls asking about it, people generally excited. I enjoyed seeing people excited coming into the store. You know how much of a fucking letdown it is to show up and then see that in front of the LCS, that you have to buy it for 10 or spend $50. Like I said, my LCS brought it. They put out pizza. They had sodas and waters. And for people waiting online, we brought sodas and waters to them. Like, you know, like make people feel good about coming to your LCS. Then this is your business, man. Like, how do you sit there and turn a free day into you know, a sales pitch? You know, like I'm selling the hot book. That's such a scummy thing to do. If you want to do that, pull it off on you know, a day or two later. You know, but don't do it on the day of.
Just put it up on eBay if you're going to do that. If you think it's going to sell, why even? I mean, I guess obviously the fees and the shipping and all that stuff, but it's like, why? Like this optically, it's how did you get to the point where you didn't? Like, at what point do you think like maybe I shouldn't put this sign out? You know what I mean? Like it's crazy that they got all the way there, put it out, and didn't think that this was going to be a thing. That's
I know. Yeah, you're 100% right. Like they had to have said, somebody had to have said to somebody in that thinking process, like, are you sure you want to do this? You know what I mean? Like, I hope, hope to God, each and every one of you on this panel right now, like, would say to me, like, hey, are you sure you want to do this if I make a decision that, like, is questionable? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want. I want people, I want to have, you know, sometimes you have ideas, and sometimes you swing for the fences, and you swing and you miss, right? But, like, having people around you that are willing to say like, hey bro, chill on that. That's not the greatest idea. Maybe talk to a few other people, and people that will actually give you their real opinion rather than, you know, fucking talk you up.
Or a smart opinion. You know what I mean? Instead of making you dumb shit.
God damn,
like this, like this. Yeah. I mean, there were guys, let me tell you, the line was so long because occasionally you had to tell people, can you please move it along a little bit? There were people actually coming to the wall. And again, nobody cares that what you're going to do with the book when you get it. But some guys were legit looking on eBay when they were coming in the store because they were trying to figure out, all right, what's the hot book? Which one do I grab? Because my store did limit it 5 different books to each person, which worked out perfect.
$175 for a book that isn't even in hand yet.
What is that?
This is okay.
That's the incentive, right?
No. So this is crazy,
No?
you guys. So
Right.
this Dungeon Crawler Carl book, right? Where is it? It has the free comic book day book, right? Which is the one that John showed. And it has exclusives. Now, these were all either retailer exclusives or web store exclusives. The most famous one that we know of is this one.
Right.
This book was selling, pre-selling. It hasn't even gotten into people's hands yet. It was pre-selling for up to like $200, I think. And for like weeks, 2 weeks now, we talked about it on the Almost 10, I think, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And this book is got a 6,000 print run. I thought that when I saw this last night on the Hot 10, 6,000, I thought it was an error. And shout out to Zabbit and Cover Price. They're like, no, this is what we're hearing. 3,000 were sold at the Vault web store, and that's where most people got them. And then another 3,000, I guess, were allocated and either sold or being sold somewhere else. That has to do with the Dungeon Crawler Carl like fan base somewhere. But so that's just one thing, right? Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So these are retailer covers?
1, 2, 3, 4 retailer exclusives. Yeah. So here's the first one. This one we showed last night or on Wednesday night. Dungeon Crawler Carl from Collected Comics and Games. We shared the link the other night. I don't know if it's still available. Mods, if you get a chance and you have the link, will you drop the link if anybody wants to go buy it? Because if they're selling for $174 pre-sale on eBay, we just saw that. I don't know how long that's going to last, but they're $10 a piece, you guys. You can go buy them for $10 a piece.
There's no way it's still up. What's the retailer?
On Whatnot? Listen, on
Whatnot
last night, that same book,
Collected Comics and Games.
They started the auction at $50, and it was selling somewhere around $75 to $90. So that was $100 cheaper than eBay, which is
I can't even find.
Trying to figure out
website. Collected Comics and Games.
We had the link last night, and I put it out in the chat. I don't know if anybody, if a mod could throw it up, that would help a ton. But so what they did is they did an unsigned copy for $10, a signed copy for $20, and then a signed special numbered copy for $50. And there's 2,000. It sounds like there's probably 2,000 print run. They didn't say the print run on it, but I'm guessing if there's 6,000 of the one, there's probably 2,000 of this. Okay, then we have this one right here from Major Payne's Comics, and he did a trade dress and a virgin of this. And then this is the one to me, though. This is from Revenge of Comics and Pinball, limited to 2,000. That cover is sick, old school Dungeons and Dragons style, imagery. And of course, this is an RPG tabletop style fan base, and so this is to me is one, and you can only get this at Free Comic Book Day at Revenge of Comics. I would love to know if anybody went to Revenge of this today. Great comic book store from what I've heard. Yeah. They've done some really cool variants in the past, and I really like this one. But I like both of them. I like that one. Of course, I like that one, and I like this one. I like all three of those. I think they're great.
Cool cover, yeah.
But here's the problem. People are paying $200 for the last 3 weeks for a 6,000 print run book. Is that crazy, or am I just too negative, two glasses half?
I think it depends on which way you're, because I mean, what was obviously Absolute Batman is what it is. It's different, but that's what 275,000 copies exist, and that can hit the heights that it hits. So it's, you know, it is crazy because it's very uncommon for a variant with that print count to go that high, but it's like not unheard of, and it's obviously not Absolute Batman. So that's, you know, I'm not trying to make a direct comparison, but you get what I'm saying.
138 today. Pre-sales. These are all pre-sales, by the way, guys. 200 today.
I wonder what paper, if it's the free comic book day paper too, I wonder if it's on like some cheap paper. Like I wonder what the grades are going to be when they come in.
Oh, look at this. Somebody got one signed of the Revenge of for $35. $300 for
exclusive. That's pretty, that's not terrible. Like
I'd pay $35 for a signed version of that all day.
How is there a 300 with just the 2 over next to it to the right by 2? How does that make sense?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Well, this is probably somebody that didn't know what they were putting up and just are like, oh, I got a free comic book day. I'm just gonna put it up for $35. Buy it now. But I'm gonna take a look. Let's go check out Revenge of Comics.
Their shop is sick.
Yeah. Okay, I want to look at their IG.
Is that in your neck of the woods, Davis?
Yeah, it's near me.
Look how good that looks, man. That's such a
dope,
good cover.
It's a dope cover. Yeah.
It looks really good. It printed very well. And I know a lot of people are saying like giving Vault shit in the chat, and I get it, but this is a really, to me, this is the winner. I know the Absolute Batman is going to be what everybody wants, but to me, this is a third of the print run. It's a beautiful cover. It hits multiple fan bases. And listen, here's the thing about this. There is a massive fan base for this IP. Like massive.
Oh wait, they're giving that away for I didn't hear you say that. That's a free one. That's really cool.
Yeah. Like
damn.
You know what? I'm gonna put this out in the ether.
Look at the shop that sold it. This is how you do it right. You know what I mean? Like this is how you this is a great look for that shop.
I want to put this out in the ether. And I've told Clutch this, and I just got to reach out to him. But I want to get the owner of Revenge of on this show because I want to. Their shop has really surprised me. That the stuff that they have done lately, the amount of good, talk about them in the zeitgeist.
They're great with content.
Yeah,
their content's really solid.
So, good shit to them. I don't know them. And this is just pure like real thought process for me right now. This is probably the book of the week, and it was a free giveaway.
You see, do the cover what it says? It's their in-house designer, so they kept it in the family too.
Oh, that's cool. Sick, dude. Winner of Free Comic Book Day might be Revenge of Comics.
Seems like it. Yeah, it's dope.
Do they have a video of their Free Comic Book Day?
Probably go to their story. I bet you they got stuff on their story.
Let's see here. Such a cool looking store too. Well, I want to see if anybody's got any video. Oh, here we go. What is this? Here we go.
Day, and here at Tiny Onion, the production house of James Henn IV, we have an exclusive Boom Studios title dropping today that you do not want to miss out on. Spoiler alert, it is Sick Tick related, but we're going to go inside.
Sorry, hold on.
Today is the first annual comics giveaway day, and here at Tiny Onion, the production house of James Henn IV, we have an exclusive Boom Studios title dropping today that you do not want to miss out on. Spoiler alert, it is Sick Tick related, but we're going to go inside and grab it. We're currently in Los Angeles at Revenja, but you watching, find a participating comic shop in your area.
Man.
Anyway, let's go inside. The vibes in here are incredible. The turnout has been amazing, and we just grabbed the goods. This is Something is Killing the Children, Road to Slaughter, which is getting us ready for issue 50, in which we are returning to the modern day. Created by James Henn IV and Verdadara, published by Boom Studios. This is one of my favorite series of all time, and yes, it's going to be a major motion picture as well as an animated series. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this comics giveaway day exclusive. Find this at a participating comic shop near you. Thanks for watching.
Here we go.
That's the comic store?
Here we go.
Yeah.
It is May 2nd, 2026, the first Saturday of May.
Cool.
And here at Tiny Onion, the production house of James Henn IV, we have a DC Vertigo title dropping for free at participating comic shops. And we're currently in LA.
Oh, it's just the same. It's the same story for both. Okay, so that's a perfect way to segue into this. I know I said this is all great and this is all amazing and I love what's going on, but we've got two competing comics day, comic shop day type things. And I don't know if you guys saw have been paying attention to this type of stuff, but this was the type of thing that I saw a lot of people talking about, and this is to the GOAT, Mr. Robbie L. Help me out, folks. When did National Comic Book Day happen? And it's separate from Free Comic Book Day, and on the same day and date, I'm lost. And I'm sure he's talking about Comic Giveaway Day. I don't know, but his sentiment is the same sentiment that I feel like this should be bigger than it is. It should be bigger than it is, and it should be, and what I mean by that is there should be more love thrown on it by the industry. This year has proved that it can be really good for LCSs in a way that I don't think it's been in years. It shows that the comic industry is on an uptick, and yes, there's a lot of fuckery going on. Otherwise, there wouldn't be Drama Alert. But that also means that the comic industry is fucking thriving. And Davis, you said something backstage when we were talking, me, you, and John, about how this feels like more than ever. It feels like we saw the boom during COVID, which was very speculation based. Yeah. Now more than ever, this is story based. People are reading
Absolute
comics
Batman, more. Dude. Absolute Batman have readers coming in the doors. I mean, it was actually Kirkman that just said, because of Invincible and Capes and all that, he even attributed it, where he said people are coming in to buy Absolute Batman and they're leaving with 4 to 5 image books as well. Like, it's helping the whole industry. Rising tides raises all ships kind of thing. And like, I do think that during COVID, it was all about get this book because they're going to appear in a movie. The speculation of this, which was also fun. It was cool. You know what I mean? But now so much of it is like, how many Image comics have popped off in the last 3 months? And all of them, for the most part, are because of the story. Almost every single one of their #1 issues have sold. Fireborn, Corpse Knight, obviously White Sky. You have all like Dork. All their books are selling out, and it seems to be very story driven. Whereas during COVID, it was very speculation driven. So people are actually reading their comics, which is good.
Well, here's what I want.
All this is great for the industry.
I have to say this, and this guy right here has, like, in a major way, there's a couple other guys that have helped. Robert Kirkman, James Tynan, but more than anybody right now, Scott Snyder has put the comic industry on his back. And that's what we need. It feels like throughout the last 10 years, there's been periods of like Robert Kirkman going, I'm going to put the comic industry on my back. I'm going to carry it for a little bit. And when that was happening, we said, hey, we need somebody over at DC or Marvel to come in and do the same. When Kirkman gets tired, we need somebody else to carry the comic industry. And Scott Snyder said, you know what? I'm that guy. Hold on. Hold my beer. Let's figure this out. He creates the Absolute Universe. And this guy has been all over the place over the last couple days. I mean, he's been in, I think he's been in like Spain or Portugal or something. He's at Free Comic Book Day in like Tennessee. He's going everywhere. He's doing live sales as live giveaway auctions on whatnot from his house while his family is sick. Like, he has literally said, all right, I got it for a little bit. Let me take it for a little bit while you guys recover.
I'll take the torch.
Yeah, doesn't it feel like that? Am I wrong?
No, it does. It does for sure. It feels like and you can tell he so genuinely cares. Every one of his videos, when he thanks the readers and thanks everybody, every fan interaction that you see, like, this dude gives a shit. Like, I've never seen him even at the end of like an 8-hour sign. You know what I mean? Like that Whatnot stream, they were doing that all day, and he still had the energy and was very passionate and stuff. Like, it doesn't, like this dude, he's just happy to be here, happy to be writing comic books.
It's so, you know what it feels like? It feels like that time period in like the early 2010 like era, 2008, where like Walking Dead was king, but you had also New 52 going on with Snyder and Capullo, which to me was the last great like boom in comics. Was that period where people would go to the comic store and they would hang out at the comic book store. They would go read their book in their car and then like go back in and hang out at the comic book store.
There was the Venom run, the Donny Cates Venom run that had the same thing. That era, and then a little bit afterwards, nothing. When Venom ended, it trickled out it faded out pretty quickly. But that was the last time I remember prior to this going to the comic shop and being like, I don't want to go on YouTube because I don't want to spoil what happens with this issue of Venom. So I think we had that little. It wasn't quite that what you're talking about. It had a little bump back down, and now it's bigger than ever.
Yeah. Something else I want to talk about. Go ahead, John.
Did Absolute do? I'm sorry. Did Absolute do any free comic book days today? Absolute Batman or Superman, Wonder Woman, anything? Because I kind of figured that would have been another way. Yeah, I saw the Jim Lee hardcovers, but I was wondering if there was an actual free comic day book.
I don't think so.
It would have been cool if they re-released their original free comic day from 2024. Yeah, all in. This way, the people who kind of maybe missed it, they can kind of delve back into it a little. Maybe get a second wave of people. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Absolute Supergirl maybe did a free comic book day, is what Vatos Los is saying.
I think just Supergirl. I don't know if there's an Absolute Supergirl yet, is there?
Okay, maybe.
But that's the Girl of Tomorrow, or whatever her name is. What's that title called?
Yeah, the Girl of Tomorrow.
Woman of Tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, Woman of Tomorrow.
Next Level. Jeremy is saying they did Next Level.
Which is the other thing that's also, I think it's crazy that like Absolute is going on, and he's also running Next Level, which is like the other big storyline happening at DC. Like he's just running DC.
And that's my favorite part about all this is like what we have. This is all great that's going on now, but what we have coming is my favorite part of DC. And that is like the New Gods, Dark Side, all that type of stuff. That's what's coming. You know what I mean? So we have this big magnum opus against the New Gods that's heading our way. They're setting that up. They're setting it up over like a multi-year period, it feels, which if they would have told me that when they started this, I'd have been like, screw that. We need to get into it quicker than that. But they've done everything perfectly, in my opinion. All right. There was a few other things I want to talk about. So we talked about, this is the first time I have seen this content creator, but we talked about him on the industry show. He had shown up in my algorithm.
Teen drop.
Hold on here.
And there was a spirited.
What the fuck? I don't know why this is doing this all of a sudden. Like I can't. It won't let me utilize the make it big screen.
Debate in the comments about how artists get.
All right, so
paid for this type of thing. So I'm going to.
Let me just restart this. So this is a content creator. He goes by Not So Funny Books. He's been blowing up recently. He's got a ton of great little, TikTok style books. And he put out this video, this little, piece of content. How do retailer incentives work? And I want to just run by this real quickly because this is going to be something that I imagine we're going to talk about for a little bit here and then also on the industry show. So here we go.
I did this video talking about the controversy surrounding the recent Dan Quintana Absolute Batman number 19 drop. And there was a spirited debate in the comments about how artists get paid for this type of thing. So I'm going to break this down, showing you how much real money is involved in this. And I think for purposes of argument, we can make the assumption that Dan Quintana and Heavy Mental Comics are very much in a joint partnership here. The retailer pays the publisher for a 2,000 issue print run. Pay wholesale for this, which in this case is $325, and there's also an artist fee usually associated with it, but in this case didn't need to because Dan Quintana was the artist, so it probably cost him about $65.
Say that again, Davis.
25 is not correct. $7 and $9.
So
$7 for a card stock, $9 for a foil.
I fucking love this. This is why I love doing this show, you guys. This is why I love that we have the people that hang out with us on the show. People who are in the mix. He immediately said, that's not correct. That's not correct. I've been hearing so many people say what this guy. Now, here's the thing, though. I respect this guy's hustle because this is what we need to see. We need to see the breakdown of a retailer exclusive variant. As a matter of fact, Davis, I'd love to have you come hang out on the industry show one night. I know you do sales that night, but we got to figure out some way to make it happen because I want to break down, like really break down the retailer incentive variant and how the game works. But let me continue here real quick.
$500 for these 2,000 issues. And for purposes of illustration, we're going to assume that he sells every one of those comics for just $25, which given his popularity is kind of a no-brainer. Release all those into the wild immediately, and you have an initial revenue number of about $100,000.
Now, is he saying that because of all the retailer incentives too? He thinks that you are buying.
The incentives on Absolute Batman haven't been great, which that's like the one downside. Usually with like Marvel, we're looking at what are the incentives. We talked about that all the time. You got to find the best book with the best incentives to like hedge your bets a little bit. Absolute Batman has almost consistently only had 1 in 25s, and what's crazy is that they're always selling for like $12 to $15. Like it's shocking that a variant might sell for 100, but a 1 in 25 ratio. I mean, there's a lot of variants, so it makes sense. But 1 in 25, like the incentives aren't great on Absolute Batman.
Yeah. I'm going to take a quick break here for 1 second. Stein packs are live, ladies and gentlemen. So if you go to the House of Stein right now, let me drop the link. If you are a member of the YouTube House of Stein members group, the paid membership, it's I think the second paid group, you get first dibs on this. So if you go to the House of Stein Shopify account, let's see here. Where are they? Right here. Stein Pack 13. Here's the link. So if you are a member, a paid member, which is I think the second tier of the YouTube paid members at House of Stein, you get first dibs. They're $200 a piece. The floor is $200. The ceiling is is $2,000 or more. There's multiple books that are $2,000 books that are going to be available in the Stein pack. So make sure you guys go check them out. The House of Stein Shopify link is in the chat right now. I'll go ahead and pin that so you guys can, if you're paid members of the YouTube paid members level for House of Stein, you guys get first dibs. It's a minimum of 2 per person. If it doesn't sell out after the members only sales, it'll be available to the regular public, and I'll let you know if that happens. So that's for everybody out there for the House of Stein. Yeah, this is a big deal. He said this is the biggest Stein packs yet for House of Stein for the Stein packs. So let me go ahead and pin this. Okay, let's get back to this.
I am curious where he got where is he getting 325 from? Because that's not in my. I don't know any books that cost 325, so I'm curious where he got that dollar amount from.
Yeah, totally. As a matter of fact, I don't know who this guy is. I talked to Swag a little bit, and he said that he's met him a couple times. He said he's a good dude. I respect Swag's opinion, so
I'm not discrediting him at all.
No. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So, but what I mean by that is, I'm putting out the extending the olive branch to say I would love to, talk to you about this. Where you got this, because I think it's a great question, Davis. All right, here we go.
Here's where the math starts to get crazy. If you take those same numbers and you apply what actually happened, and you get the $1,500 for the paired remark packages, the $500, and there's some assumptions going on in here, but I think based on demand, this is maybe underselling it a little bit. You come in at a whopping $245K. Agree or disagree that the popularity should be there or not?
Oh, what just happened? God dang it.
I did this video talking about the controversy surrounding the recent Dan Quintana. So I'm going to teach. So I did this video talking about the controversy surrounding the recent Dan Quintana absolute.
I don't know why it's not letting me do that. So that fucking sucks. What's going on here? If anybody knows why this is happening, let me know. But $325,000 for that drop is what he is saying that was money to be made there. Now, when that drop first happened, the money that I was hearing being talked about behind the scenes was $200,000. $325,000 is quite a bit more than what I was hearing being talked about. And I think that it's very interesting because I don't think people realize the true cost of doing a retailer variant for multiple publishers. The cost that DC gives is different than the cost that Marvel gives, and it's different than the cost that Image gives and Vault and so on. And I think that right now DC is probably the most expensive. Are they the most expensive, Davis? Is Marvel more expensive?
Well, you can do, I don't even know what DC's true cost is when you do 3,000. Marvel, you still have to do 3,000, 1,000. DC has the option to do that, but nobody does it anymore. They just do the $7 for 1,000. You could do, basically the minimum is now 2,000 books, and you can split it between 2 different treatments for 1,000 a piece. And if you keep them both paper, they'll be $7 per book. If you go to one as a foil, then it'll be $9 a book. So I think his math there, he had it like $3,000 cost when it's actually $16,000 base price. But you don't pay the artist. DC, you don't pay the artist directly when you do a book.
That's a great point that a lot of people don't realize. So DC's already paying the artist. Now, this is a big point of contention in the world of retailer exclusives, in the artist world, in the creator world, because DC pays the artist fee, where with other variants, like maybe with Image or smaller publishers,
Image is the only one. Well, for the major ones, Boom, they communicate with the artist. They all have different things. Marvel and DC, you don't ever talk to the artist. You're not supposed to talk to the artist. They handle it themselves.
And that's stupid. That's so stupid.
Image, you do everything yourself. Image, you talk to them, you pay the fee, you do whatever. Skybound, you communicate the price and you tell Skybound, and then Skybound pays them because they want to have their paperwork right. But then you pay Skybound back directly.
I like that.
They all have their different. And then
that
Boom
feels like the ultimate winner.
And that's what Boom does as well, if I'm not mistaken.
So let's explain why that's important. And the reason why that's important is because DC and Marvel don't pay artists shit. They pay them fucking nothing. Most are let's say for the medium range. I'm not talking about the best. I'm not talking about the worst or the lowest. I'm not talking about the highest or the lowest, but median range for artist fees to do a cover. What do you think it is, Davis?
$1,000.
$1,000. I agree.
For like,
I think it's $1,000.
Yeah, like that's for like your pretty attainable. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say that most art in the median range charge
$750 to $1,000. $750 to $1,000.
$750 to $1,000 is what it costs to create the cover. And then you have to pay the publisher fees, which is what we're talking about here. And but with DC and Marvel, they pay the creator fees to create the cover. Guess how much DC pays to an artist to create a cover over DC? I would love to know what people think that they pay, because it is ridiculously low. Tell me if I'm hot or cold, Davis. 600?
I mean, yeah, you're
right.
You're in the ballpark.
Am I right? About $600-700, $800 max is what DC will pay an artist for a cover.
And some artists have their own deals worked out and stuff like that, but for the most part,
and I'm talking about the biggest artists in the game. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why a lot of artists don't do retailer exclusives.
You got it. You got it. Or whether people realize it or not, and maybe I'm saying something out of line here, but the creators should be getting their fee, whatever it is, because no matter what, a retailer is willing to pay for it at the end. And I bet you that happens behind the scenes, where a retailer is going, hey, I'll just add whatever is on to your fee. Now, if that happens and you're a retailer, good on you for doing it, giving with the retailer what they think they deserve. But at the same time, there's a fine line there, where if you're a creator and what you think you deserve, is different than what you should deserve. And I'm saying on both ways. You know what I mean? High and low. So it's this very weird game. And
I did this video talking about the controversy.
Freaking video has got traction and a half. Rob Liefeld, let's see here. Who else? Eric July. So many people commenting on this. So I figured it'd be interesting to look at this. Here's Adam Freeman from Piranha Publishing. He says, you do have a couple of details off here. Shout out to Rye with a $10 super chat. He says, Art Germ gets $600 for his beautiful covers. Oof. Ooh.
So, like I said, I think different artists might have their own deals with Marvel. Like I assume so, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's for sure the case, but I think that some artists, especially if they're like Marvel exclusive or something like that, I think probably different. So, it's a range for sure.
I want to start this off. You know what I should do? I should start this off by saying what Rob Liefeld says, the GOAT. He says, what is refreshing is that folks are finally talking about dollars and cents in our business. We are the least financially transparent and are arm of the entertainment business. Lots of money in comics. And then Adam Freeman says, I agree with Rob that it's good that you are having this conversation. One deal that is very off is that these are retailer exclusives, not retailer incentives. If there was a 1 in 50 variant on this book, that would be an incentive when a retailer has exclusive cover art that is an exclusive. So I don't know what Adam was saying. Maybe Adam was saying that he brought those up.
In this video, see, look, the title of his video is "How do Retailer Incentives Work."
Oh, I got you.
He just said the wrong word. That's all he's doing. Yeah.
Drew from Wanted Comics says, like the previous retailer stated above, your pricing of what stores and retailers are way off. I'm sure you can reach out to those stores to actually see what they pay for exclusive, logo and virgin, and more expensive foil or glow in the dark. And that is exactly what you're saying. And you guys, it's different for each one, but it is a lot more than people think. 17 grand to do a DC variant is
a big
lot.
2 book can definitely. I mean, you think about the stores 616 and Big Time Collectibles that do 3 covers on it. You easily cross 20 grand just for the books themselves.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
And then think about the cost of every bag and board.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine the amount of money that Big Time Collectibles and 616 are putting out each month to do exclusives, because they got to be doing. How many do you think they're doing? Like 5 or 6 a month at least.
They're doing 5 or 6 a week.
Oh my god, bro!
Yeah, go. I mean, today, just now, I saw 616 actually. Yeah, it's a really good absolute Green Arrow. 3 covers for it through DC with the glow in the dark. It's a lot of money. It's it's going to be an expensive project.
And here's the other thing we hear this week. Here's what you're talking about. Yeah, gorgeous. Multiple. I've had multiple people reach out to me and ask me, "Hey, what do you think is what's going on with DC and their retailer exclusive game?" And the reason why they're saying that is because, whether you guys think it's gonna be long lasting effects or not, the Dan Quintana heavy mental thing that happened, which caused this guy to create this piece of content in the first place, is going to have lasting effects. And what that means is I'm hearing a lot of people saying that DC, after Absolute Batman number 22, is going to back off of their retailer variants. I've also had a couple of people that are very close to the inside tell me that that's not true. So I don't know really what to believe yet, but the amount of people that have reached out to me in the last 2 weeks saying, "Hey, this is what I'm hearing," is pretty crazy. Not the type of thing that I normally get. Mm-hmm. So I think that DC and Scott Snyder, and they finally are getting an eye on what the comic industry is doing right now, getting a little bit more connected. You guys know I always say that DC and Marvel are so disconnected in the comic universe. I think DC is getting more connected, and I think DC is finally getting their finger on the pulse of all this. And I think, again, this goes back to Scott Snyder ultimately, and him saying, "I'll carry everybody on my back for a little bit." And it's also him saying at the same time, "Hey, we want to make sure we do this right." Just like Robert Kirkman before him, Kirkman always said, "Hey, we want to make sure we do this right. We want to make sure that we profit the local comic shops, profit the retailers, profit the fans. That's what we want to do. And ultimately, we'll see the return on that." And I think that's finally starting to happen. But the problem is that we have 109 or 110 retailer exclusives coming out for Absolute Batman number 20. So we are going to have a little bit of time here, a little bit of period where we're going to see a lot of retailer exclusives in the Absolute Batman game, let alone the Absolute world. Can you do variants on any Absolute book at this point, Davis? Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can do variants on any book DC or Marvel put out for the most part.
Yeah.
Like they send out a list and they're like, "Here's all the books that are available to do covers on. Let us know if you want to do one."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man.
I'm surprised that there hasn't been more. I was actually just talking about this today, that there hasn't been more Absolute Wonder Woman with Zatanna, because I think there's a lot of Zatanna covers that popped off. I was surprised that there wasn't like a whole wave of people that started doing covers immediately.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's enough for Drama Alert in the comic books arena, but we've got some Pokemon news to talk about.
Oh, I saw that.
Hold on.
Man, they love their Pokemon in Kentucky.
Bro, look at that shit. This is crazy. I thought sports cards was bad. Look at this.
He's looking at the guy in the back. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Dude,
No, I want no part of this.
This happens almost at every single drop. There's a billion videos on this site called PokeStreet, and they're fighting all the time, like brawls and over this shit. So, and it's never kids. It's always just grown kids, you know, like these 20-something-year-old guys just going at it over fucking Pokemon. So
there's an interesting kind of cross section here with what you're saying about Absolute Batman having 100 variants and that potentially harming things. I personally don't think it will, because I think that all it's going to do is mean that the ones that aren't as good or aren't as well promoted, I don't want to say aren't as good, you know, every artist is putting in their effort, but like some variants will sell out, some won't. So maybe before, if there was 25 variants, every store would sell out of their variant. Now, if there's 100 variants, I still think 25 stores sell out. I think there's 75 who maybe don't, kind of thing. It's all about like the cream of the crop, maybe. And it's kind of similar here with Pokemon, where the last one that came out, Perfect Order, I think it was called, people aren't really, you can walk into most places, like Perfect Order is not selling out because the hits aren't as good and people aren't going as crazy about the latest. It's like the worst hit rate of any Pokemon drop in a long time, and people aren't going that crazy for a Perfect Order, but they're still going crazy if there's a restock of 151 or other different sets, basically.
Ascending Heroes is the big
still
one.
doing good. It's not as good as like 151 was and stuff, but it's better than Perfect Order. So it's like, the better sets are going to sell out still. I don't think anyone's going to stop lining up for Pokemon as long as they still have different sets and everything. I don't think people are going to stop buying Absolute Batmans. I just think that you can't buy every single Absolute Batman, just like you can't buy every single set of Pokemon necessarily. That's kind of my take on it.
It's sad that these big box stores allow people to basically clear out. If they're first in line, they can clear out the whole fucking thing if they want.
It's just stupid. Like they like, how do you not fix that problem by just simply putting up signs on the shelves that say two per customer? That's it. I don't want to hear no bullshit, or even have a sign at the register, when you're trying to check out.
Because you don't want to ask the old lady who woke up at 4 a.m. She just has her job working the checkout counter at Walmart to police people coming up. You know what I mean? Like different places, maybe like I think that falls more on card shops, like some of like where they actually have more oversight and they care a little bit more. Something like a Walmart, I feel like that's just such a machine. They're not paying attention to this shit. It's all product. It's all dollars and cents kind of thing. So that's kind of that's what I imagine.
But the big problem is, do you need this coverage of people having these brawls inside your business? Or God forbid, a child gets hurt, or a woman or an elderly person, because they're throwing each other around in this fight, or even employees.
Well,
you can't make a sign and
view this from the CEO.
You can't make a sign and put it on the door.
You can see now this gets out there that not everywhere gets big restocks where they can be aligned. So from a CEO standpoint, he's probably going to watch this video and be like, this is telling people that our Walmart in Louisville, Kentucky gets a nice restock and enough that people are fighting over it. So maybe more people will show up. That's probably how the Walmart CEO looks at it. Not to say that's right,
so fucking crazy, bro. I wouldn't doubt that in a second.
Right.
They're like
it's
so
just
money hungry.
Is good promotion. If we're on the news, you know what I mean?
So fucking money hungry, man.
I know Target does, just like Night of Comics said. I think Target does a pretty good job. I see my local Target. I know friends that go to that one early in the morning. They are very specific. They come out. There's a line. They tell them how many people come in. Like all this. Target's better than Walmart, but Walmart's also the biggest store in the world. Like they are straight up just sell out everything every chance we get. The more people we get to come, maybe now if those people are empty-handed, they're going to grab something else. They're going to grab some cheap product or something. Like the CEO is going to view that in some shitty way. That's
You
why.
know what? Here's the problem for me though. If I'm a Pokemon fan, a true Pokemon fan, and not just a fucking, you're in it for the money, which I think that most of these people who are fighting over this shit, they're just in it for the money. But the true Pokemon fan are gonna be thinking like, stop this fucking, you know, knucklehead type of atmosphere, because what they don't realize is this is a Japanese property. And Japan has already placed, they said, we don't want any of this in our fucking country over Pokemon cards. So they made it so Japanese Pokemon packs over there, every pack has a hit because of the gambling problems and what this gambling type atmosphere brings, the fighting in the aisles. So at what point does Pokemon say, you know what? We don't like seeing these fighting over in America. We're just going to do what we did in Japan and make every pack.
I don't know if they ever will. This fighting's been happening for what, 3 years now, 4 years now. I think they would have done something by now if they cared. I think that I bet you the people that run the American division don't. That's probably a totally different division, and I bet you they don't really even. You know, I don't want to say they don't communicate, but I would bet that they're just two separate horses that are doing their own thing. And I mean, the thing is too, it's kind of like the loudest voices, right? Like you see those videos. But there's millions of stores across the country that are getting Walmart restocks. I know so many people that can walk into a Walmart and grab it off the shelf. You know, there's going to be obviously a lot of fights, but it doesn't mean that every single place all the time is going to have fights. You know what I mean? Like there's still plenty that aren't. So I bet you metrically it's a small percentage. We just see it kind of thing. I don't know. I don't think that they're going to, they would have changed it by now is my thought. I think they would have changed it already.
It's just crazy, dude.
I'm also curious, like the first guy who swung, I mean, sometimes you watch videos of scalpers that are like clearing out those machines and you're like, I would love to fucking smack that guy over the side of the head. So who's to say the guy who started that fight wasn't just tired watching somebody else take it from like a kid's hands or some shit? He's like, I'm swinging on this fool. Like it could be that somebody's over the one scalper in line. Everybody else is like, fuck this guy. And they just jump him.
Listen, I think that every story has three sides and you need to hear those sides. Like the world of cancellation has taught me that in a major way. And you're 100% right. At some point, you know, maybe that was somebody standing up for you know, quality thought process, you know, who knows. But all right.
Hold on, that video that you showed, there was a different perspective of it from another person videoing, and apparently why that started that exact fight was that the people that were waiting online for whatever amount of time outside already agreed we were going to calmly go inside and take whatever 2 or 3 apiece and let everybody on the line basically eat, right? This one guy came in there, cut the line, and then he tried to grab everything. And that's how the physical fight started. Because it was
that
like,
makes
dude,
sense. That guy deserved. He had it coming then.
Right. So their stance was we made an agreement not to fuck everybody online, and we all agreed to only take a few apiece and let everybody eat. And then this guy came out of nowhere, cut the line, ran in there, and when he tried to clean out the shelves and walk away with everything, then the guy was just like, "What the f are you doing?" And it just turned into a wrestling match and some blows. So, but like David said, if I was into that hobby and I went in there to grab just 1 or 2 pieces and I made that agreement with people, I mean, I'm not saying I want to be on video, you know, cleaning somebody out, but
right.
You know, I mean, but you know, that I can imagine if you're out there for 5-6 hours waiting online and then you go in there and some idiot comes and pulls that shit, you know.
So. Real quick shout out to our boy Hartman, aka Cartier West. I saw this post put out today by Jay Bells, who we've talked about a lot on this channel.
In cards that says they're not Batman. Sends another custom guy a cease and desist for photos like this and dick fractors. But the reason why is completely confusing the shit out of me. The label. That's it. That's why. This guy, Black Label, sends this guy, White Label, a cease and desist. Like you couldn't tell the difference. Piggy Spanx should literally just copy this entire card and just slap Spanx right up there. See what Piggy Banks will do. I can't believe I'm having this conversation with myself. But while we're here, let's look at some shilled auctions on these Piggy Banks cards. Look at this. 9 bids, 3 bidders. How many times is this guy going to bid against himself? right? I mean, this is bullshit. You got to check out the notpiggybanks.com website because he goes through a whole case file on how all these cards are just manipulated in their fake value. Like, check this one out. 1 of 1 blue aura, fuck shit. Check out all these 717s. Like, how many times is this guy going to bid against himself? Now, wait, hold on. Oh, check out the wordplay. Charizard, not Charizard. Look at this. 10 bids, 4 bidders. I don't know. Is this legit? Yeah, but send this guy a cease and desist for unoriginality. Piggy Banks, you fucking suck. Also, while you're on notpiggybanks.com, he does song parodies. It's friggin', it's an entertaining site, and it's all hobby related. Hey guys, just making.
This is the type of thing that fucking Boston Card Hunter could have done, and now Boston Card Hunter looks like the biggest shill corporate douchebag that got paid by piggy banks to not do this type of thing. Anybody that would have seen Cartier West, aka Piggy Spanks, information and what has been going down, just like he sent this guy, would have been like, oh yeah, there's some major fuckery going on here. And the IP infringing card company is sending a cease and desist to somebody for IP infringement. Like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I mean? That is absolutely ridiculous, and Boston Card Hunter needs to shave his nose hairs. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my favorite early version of Comic Drama Alert. Let's let Diamond Dave lead us out.
Can you hear me out there? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
And it makes the fucking comic look awesome, dude.
So
it's like a comic shield at that point. That's cool.
Yeah. Here's the problem with those clear boards. Hood, explain this again real quick.
So, like the clear board, so you can see the back, but I also put one in the front. Look how good that looks, bro.
Wow, that does look nice.
It does look nice, but the ultimate problem with those clear boards is you have to take the freaking.
Dude, I will never switch to those. Fuck that, dude. I will never fucking switch to that. I am not putting my time into bagging and boarding. Yeah, like thousands of books, dude.
For yourself.
You gotta take two pieces off.
For yourself, I get it.
Yeah,
but
for
like,
yourself. This is for me. This ain't
Trinity does all theirs, and also shout out Beachside Hobbies. My guy, he just switched over to it. Fuck that, dude. I don't even want to.
So much time and effort.
Look at
it. Looks gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. I'm 100% with you. Especially on books like this, you know, these books that have something cool on the back, you know. So I get it, but you have to take the liner off both sides of that thing every time.
So what?
If you're a retailer and you got
put a piece
bag
of
and
tape
board,
on the back of a bag and board, right?
And you got a bag
and it's not so what?
Yeah, 3,000 copies.
Hey, look
let's
at
talk
Peachy,
about
bro.
this, bro. What a great cover.
Look, dude, I got 3 more coming, bro. I couldn't help myself, dude. Look, she's collecting the fucking eyeballs,
she's really
dude.
found her kind of like she's been doing a lot of creepier stuff recently. You can tell this is what she loves doing. Like she is fucking killing it recently.
Like, I'm not a huge Peach fan, but this is my favorite Peach.
I love
but
that.
now this is my favorite Peach.
Even on her Instagram recently, she's just been posting just art that I don't even know if it's connected to anything. She posted one yesterday that's just called. She just like put it with like just pop, and it's like someone's head. Dude, it's so fucking cool.
So, like I hit up Yee, and he was saying, "Yeah, that's the way she used to draw," and I was like, "Okay, cool."
Dude, look at that! Just the bottom to the left on the bottom row. Yeah, just so simple, but just pop. You know what I mean? The caption almost makes it so much better. It's just so subtle, but so fucking cool.
Yeah. This is a great comment right here from Pop. Peach is a gangster.
Dude, that is such a cool. It's so simple, but it's so good.
But isn't it like Jenny Frizen doing those Hello Darkness covers with the,
I'll be right back.
The brutal, eyeballs and
yeah, but she just has
some of
this,
these
like
chicks.
Her just feels so like. I mean, Frizen is very simplistic, but like I don't know, Peach is just it looks like she's just doing something different. And I mean, you can tell that like I don't even know if this is for anything. She's just having fun. It seems like, and so much of it has
it almost looks like
now.
It almost looks like a doodle, but I bet you if you just put a few more lines on it, you can use that on some kind of a cover. You know,
I'll use that on the cover right now. That thing is sick.
Get it going, brother. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? This is a cover nobody talks about, dude. And it's probably one of my favorites of all time. Is the X-23 Phil Noto.
I don't know if I've seen that one before. Right. It's cool,
dude. Like it's got the fucking
wolves
the cold air coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, it's dope.
Wolves, blood in the snow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like this would be one I would have Daphne King sign.
Which one?
Cool.
This one.
Oh yeah.
Phil Noto.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
All right.
Hey, look at this I Kill Fairyland. Like I found one that you might like, Brian. Look at the skull.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's just got a young cover, right?
Yeah, this is number 14.
Bro,
like he's got a lot of low key cool.
So is 50 he's taking a break? Is that what everybody's saying with 50 after 50?
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Ending the arc on 50.
Hey, I doubled clearboard this one.
I kept a copy of that. That book is really cool.
Yeah, that book's gonna be a monster in the next couple weeks.
It looks like it's slabbed, dude. Red Hood slab. I'm gonna put a Red Hood there. I'm gonna put a grade, dude. 8.9. A fucking bizarro grade.
David said you made a camera capsule.
Yeah, I made a capsule, dude. I made a capsule.
Nate, what's up, brother?
Nate.
Yeah, guys.
What's up, Nate?
So, yeah, I think that the Momoko is my favorite. There is a couple of really good ones. The Jim Mahfood one for I Hate Fairyland's really good. The Momoko is probably the best, though.
I call the eyeball book, dude. She's got like 27 eyeballs, dude. She's going after like the fucking like the dumplings, dude. The kids going after the dumplings, the squishies. You see that phenomenon, dude? So I got two nieces I take care of, bro. Like they want to go to Five Below every fucking day to go look for a fucking dumpling, dude. And if you go on fucking TikTok, these kids go fucking ape shit for these squishy dumplings, dude. Comes like in a Japanese dumpling. All you do is squish them.
Yeah,
that's all you do is squish.
This like Nido thing.
And the Nido. Oh,
dude, I don't know.
God,
I bought this off of TikTok like 2 years ago, and it's literally a stress thing, and
it's a stress ball, dude.
And I don't know why I started seeing videos of like women sprinting through Target to get one. I'm like, I think they're still just sitting on TikTok shops. I don't understand that one. I have like 10 of them. I mean, I kind of got bought into it because I bought one, and then I started seeing ads of different designs.
Dude, they got a big squishy dumpling, dude. Where I guess you just squish it.
Look at this. This kid.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's a thing, dude.
And this adult gets them all from the kid.
Funny because
I'm not even kidding. I have one still in a box that I got off TikTok.
Hey, I'll buy it for you, Davis.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, $1 start auction tomorrow. Make sure you follow me on Whatnot.
Yep. You got another one, David? I need 2 of them, Davis.
Look at
I love the guy running across screen.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he screened him out. Yeah, so she could get him.
They were trying to find the aisle.
I don't get
it.
But
no, but what's funny about the ending of this video, she goes to the register and she had no idea that Target changed their policy to 2 per person.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
The kid wind up getting a choice of what he wanted after they approached her.
You can do 2
Yeah, but she was about to check out with the entire fucking shelf.
Oh, what a piece of shit, dude. Fucking A.
And she
Karma.
did that right when the kid, she knew a kid was running in there to get one. She fucked them over, and then the store said, "No, it's 2 per person." So
that's
awesome. 2 you want, and then I'm
was
giving
that
the kid.
Why are they all? I thought I looked up and they're still on TikTok. You can just buy them. Is there something happening with them like that's different?
There's certain ones that are apparently
there's a glitter one that is like a chase. Like yes, dude. Like the same thing with the dumplings, dude.
like where there was a chase one or a secret one. So there's certain ones that are actually like case breakers or whatever.
Crack
Where
this one
they're
and fucking ruin the value of it. But
Go
no,
for it, Davis. Hey, we got an unboxing here.
All right, hold on here. Hold on.
Let's go, Ryder.
Bring him up. Bring him up.
Here we go.
Here we go. You get it?
Oh,
And this is going. And this is going in a lifestyle.
You gotta do this thing, right?
That looks. Doesn't that?
Oh, that's nice.
So they got some that you put out in the sun, and they got some you put out in the sun, and they change color too, dude.
The one that
actually
the one that
really like I love it. This thing is actually really
the one that
Stimulation
the one that
toys,
Davis is over
bro.
looks like it
Spinners,
looks like the
fidget spinners.
Tesseract.
There's one that looks like a
Hey, man,
Tesseract. That's cool.
No, the one that he's holding looks like one. It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the blue.
yeah.
It's just like a clear blue.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, put that in one of your live sales, man. Sell the Tesseract, man.
Glenn Howard says, my 11-year-old flipped off a woman after they denied her taking 12, and the teller gave him one as she loved the fact he flipped her off. That's awesome, dude. That's what I was just about to say. Like, if I was the cashier at this, I would hand that kid like 4 of them. I'd say, here you go, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
So my nieces have a song to get me to take them to Five Below. Going to Five Below with Joe. And I was like, oh, you really had to do that, dude. Like, fuck.
oh my gosh.
Remember
dude.
fidget spinners?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I used to love fidget spinners, bro. I was all day just.
Yeah.
You know a funny story? So, I used to work with this company back in the day doing like merch design, and I somehow, this was like 2018. I was in a meeting with Eddie Van Halen was in the meeting. We were all in this conference room, and it was Eddie Van Halen, his manager, and a bunch of us. And I didn't say a word. I wasn't really part of the meeting. I was in there for something else, and he came in. They did something that I was like working on, and I had the fidget spinner sitting on the desk next to my computer. And as he's walking out, I didn't say a word to him. I don't even think we made eye contact. And he just stops, and he's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a fidget spinner." And I picked it up and I spun it, and then I handed it to him, and he just went, and he just watched it until it stopped. Then he went, "Very cool," and put it down. And I was like, it's somewhere in my room. I was like, I now have a fidget spinner that Eddie Van Halen spun
That's
one
sick.
time.
That's sick, dude.
Never spun it again after that.
Fucking A.
That is cool, man.
I love shit like that, bro. All right. What else we got? Oh, new FOC this week. FOC. There's a couple of interesting book FOC. Got the new the Doom bags coming out. The 616 bags coming out for FOC. So
yeah,
we'll see how these play out.
It's going to be exciting.
Well, dude, I got to give credit. The last Daredevil bags were really fucking exciting. I've seen a lot of sketches get pulled. As a matter of fact, Hell Destroyer just put one up, I think. Let me see here.
I didn't get any of those. Maybe I should get these Doom ones.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Like these are the type of things that I think are great for live sales. I mean, obviously, but check this out. This is
it's even better when there's original art.
Yeah.
You know.
Drew. Hey, Chrissy.
And the fact
is that who they are? Gia Russo.
Oh, yeah.
Sketch on Street Sharks eBay live stream. Damn, what a hit. We didn't even know we had these freaking Ultimate Endgame bags still sitting over there. We pulled a sketch out of it. Congratulations to who?
Los Malos.
Los Malos.
Los Malos.
This is why you do blind bags.
Los
this
Malos.
is like you're in Vegas and you hit a jackpot. Bing, 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 bing.
I love Sean Hell Destroyer. He cracks me up, man.
He's such a character.
Yeah. So yeah, I think these are gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, fuck, I'm gonna go get some now before I forget.
Do you think they have a Robert Downey Jr. sketch in there again?
Oh, bro.
Because remember he did a Doom head sketch and he did an Iron Man head sketch for the Ultimate Marvel blind bags. So why not get him to do a couple for this one, right?
Let's take a look.
I'm wondering if there's a way to find out.
I'm looking right now in Penguin. Doom Quest upcoming Epic.
Trying to see, they don't see. That would be so smart if they would show the sketches that they have in there, at least some of them, like they did in the past.
Right.
Some bags contain ultra rare surprises, is all it says on the retailer end.
Ultra rare. Okay. Well,
Ultra rare surprises.
I know in the Daredevil packs you had a somebody pulled. I think the one that video of the girl
Sean
damaging the
Udachko
boat.
pulled
It's
a
like
Robert Downey Jr. one.
Yeah, and then there's one with the Daredevil pack where the girl pulls a John Barenthal signature where he did like a Punisher skull. On the
You know what's a
cover.
bummer about this though is that there's no book tied to it that I can get incentives for. I don't think, right?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, so of course I didn't buy the 2 bags that had incentives that would have made. Now I'm looking at it for the first time, like God, and they're $15. Wow.
All right. Shout out to our boy Billy over at economicsandcomics.com. Go to economicsand.com/collection/pre-order bundles. If you guys want to pick any of these up, these are all FOC books this week. I really love this Dodson Absolute Wonder Woman cover. I think it's so freaking good. That Pegasus is
dope.
It's so cool and creepy and perfect at the same time, you know. And I can't hear, everybody is talking so much about how great Hayden Sherman's art is on the series that I think that Absolute Wonder Woman is the next book. If there's a book that's going to blow up like the Absolute Batman has blown up, Absolute Wonder Woman can be that book. I could
It seemed like Green Arrow might, dude. The hype on Green Arrow seems pretty crazy.
It depends. Like, we know that Absolute Wonder Woman is already good. It's written good because we already have 20 issues. So, and the art's good. Hayden Sherman's art is amazing. But I think you're right. I think that hopefully that Green Arrow stuff will be good because it's such a great looking character. That you throw that skull face on the hooded character, it's badass. So I really love this.
It's amazing. Those covers with the Pegasus.
Yeah. Let's see here. This Clayton Crane looks so unfinished. So unfinished. It's unreal. Rye says, Brian, you need to get Hell Destroyer as a regular on Tuesdays. Him and Hudachko together would be great. Hell Destroyer's a great dude. Sean can jump on whenever he wants, man. I like Wonder Woman more than Batman, says Tom. Yeah. Yep. A lot of people like that more than Batman. Amazing Spider-Man 30. You have the Magic the Gathering variant, which you're calling classified, but this is the Lee Bermejo cover that I like. It's sick. They're doing the soccer one now. So they did that hockey one with Max Celebrini. And this is a soccer one. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be some major soccer player? I can't tell.
Depends what team is on the cover with them. It's hard to tell in this picture.
Yeah, you can't tell. They're wearing a Spider-Man
if there
jersey.
is.
So, let's see here. The Archie's TV Laugh Out number 79 facsimile. They got a couple of cool variants, including this one and another one we'll show in a second.
Oh, they're doing the soccer thing. The World Cup is in the U.S. This summer, right?
Okay.
Yeah, the finals in New York.
Yeah, that book is dropping in June, so maybe they're doing the soccers because of the World Cup being in the U.S.
Yeah, because it's going to be the semifinals. I mean, it's going all around the U.S. and the finals will be a year next
So
week.
you might see more soccer covers.
This
Look at
Ben
that.
Oliver
That's
cover
nice.
is the worst Ben Oliver cover he's put out in a long time. You want to know why? Not because it's not good, because it looks too much like a photo.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is that's crazy detailed. That's like really high detail.
I don't want a photo cover unless it's a real photo cover. You know what I mean? If an artist is going to draw it, I want it to be, you know.
I don't know. I think that's kind of fucking crazy because that does look like a photo. Like
It's nuts.
What if that's the new way? Instead of AI, they just take a picture and put it on the cover?
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Right? Can't say it's AI. I took the picture.
I'm almost like, is that a real photo that he like drew the costume on? Because the face just looks like an actual picture.
It looks like a photo, bro.
Hey, that's my sister.
You look at the costume. The costume.
You're right. The costume looks like it's.
I wonder if he took a real photo and drew on top because that's what that looks like,
Yeah.
right?
That might be what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just drew on.
I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. If
Or
that's the
he's
case,
just,
I'm
I mean, if he
stoked.
isn't, then honestly, that's fucking insane because that's like some of the highest detail I've ever seen on a cover.
Have you guys been paying attention to all the drama that's going on with John Doleman right now? Like, people are going crazy. They want his head on a pike, man.
They're not selling current issues anymore, are they?
Yeah, this
The
is one right
Torpedo?
now. Yeah, this
No,
is
no,
one. Oh,
no,
not
no,
not
not
Torpedo.
Essentia, but like
yeah,
Torpedo is not selling
Yep.
new
yeah, they
issues.
stopped.
New issues, yeah.
Why do they want his head on a pike?
Stupid political bullshit. I guess System of a Down is touring again, and the fans don't like the fact that he's got political views that are one way, and the most of the band that wouldn't agree with, I guess. So the fans are like calling for them to kick him out of the band. It's really crazy, to the point where their guitarist Darren had to come out and say to the fucking crowd one night at a show, like, hey, we all have different views, and that's good. We're okay with that. You know what I mean? And it was very weird. So there's like all kinds of, I follow like all those news, those rock and roll news YouTube sites and stuff. And yeah, they're a little sensational, but man, they do not like the fact that he has political views that go against what their fans are. So it's very interesting. But you know, the Essentia stuff, he's writing all this stuff at this point, which is crazy. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Corpse Knight has the second prints coming out. You get the Mooneyham second printing.
That cover is dope. That's
Yeah.
a really cool cover.
Really
It's
good.
kind of got like a Scotty Young, but like I don't know. It feels like I like it.
Yeah,
Like
Chris
Scotty Young mixed
Mooneyham's
with
a
somebody else that I
badass.
can't put my finger on.
He
Almost
did
like
all
Jorge
the G.I. Joe
Corona
variants.
Scotty Young.
Yeah.
That's cool
good.
though.
Good cover. And then you've got the second printing of the Matthew Roberts one. You got the number 2 cover A, and then the rest of the covers. We'll talk about these in a second. This is gorgeous.
That is cool. The interior art is really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, your monkey mouth was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, he killed it, man. It's going. I was very happy to see that sold out a distribution email from Image because I was like, that's a good sign for the book. That's what I was hoping for.
Yep.
And people were like, oh man, I think that book is gonna be big. Hopefully people ordered a lot. And I was like, no, I hope people didn't order a lot because that's what makes a book go big when it's not highly ordered. And I think it's what happened. But now it's blowing up.
They're doing a foil of the Delato Superman Spider-Man, which is a badass
they
cover. I hope. Here's the problem. DC's killing it on all cylinders, except their foil covers are lacking. Make the foil covers better, please. It's dull. So I hope that isn't as dull. Moving on. Detective, Doctor Strange, Alex Ross. Alex Ross is doing a bunch of those variants again, Marvel Dimension variants. They're doing a facsimile of 8-Ball from Daniel Close. The Elric, the Sleeping Sorceress number 2 is on FOC. Excommunicated, the second printing in number 1. That's such a creepy cover. And of course, we're going to talk about the Ito variant here in a little bit. Exquisite Corpses number 13.
Final issue.
Final issue, yeah. Look at that cover. That cover is
Dun,
great.
dun, dun.
If this is a
Hopefully
foil,
that's the one per store.
look at that.
Oh wow, that's sick.
Yeah.
All the guns.
This Alex Ross is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic Four cover.
Yeah.
Like,
Ernest.
that to me is one of the best Alex Ross pieces I've seen in a long time. And that says a lot because of who he is, you know? It's so cool. Let's see here. Feral number 23 is on FOC. Up to 25 is, so 21 to 25 is the storyline with Stray Dogs. So you're going to want to pick all those up. Fireborn number 2. Everybody's talking about Fireborn right now.
Spawn is sick. I love
Yeah,
that Spawn homage.
this is one of my favorite covers on FOC, the Spawn homage. I love how it looks like the McFarlane Sig too.
Mm-hmm.
Great color. I like this Flash cover right here. Let's see here. Godzilla. You got the Flash Dan Hip Sonic cover. Florida Hippopotamus, the Cocaine Massacre, number 4 of 4, the final issue. From Parts Unknown, number 2. I like these Godzilla, the Odyssey, and it's the old school.
That's cool.
All right. Colossus of Rhodes. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but it's one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world, and it was a statue that stood on each one of the piers, and it was it's called the Colossus of Rhodes, and that's what this is based on. Fucking badass.
They made a movie, so you'll see it again.
Dude, Nakayama. Here's your Gun Honey stuff. There is a Adam Hughes.
Wow, that is good.
Whoa.
Mama. That is very good.
It's a foil
Mama.
too.
Mama.
So that's beautiful.
Mama.
All right, look at this Harley Quinn by Guillaume March. I love that, dude. I
like
fucking
it.
love that.
Dude, that's going to be a big book, dude. I'm telling you, that is fucking awesome, dude.
It's a spoof on the Frank Miller Dark Knight.
Odd way, that book is like, to me, I'm going to buy 3 or 4 of them.
Right?
I like the little tears on her chest that you can kind of see her costume coming through.
Yeah. I mean, this is a hit.
And the little face that she's making. Yeah. He's good, man. He's so good.
That one was really good. There's a good Derek Chew cover for this too. Let's see here. Masters of the Universe, Wings of Fate, number 1 coming out from Dark Horse. There was a free comic book day version of this, right? This week or today?
Mm-hmm.
It comes out in June.
Yes.
Nick Marinkovic. Amazing artist.
He is so good, dude.
Yeah.
That is nice.
I'm actually looking forward to, at some point we're gonna get him on the show. We've been geeking out about his stuff for way too long. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do our best to get him on the show. We got a bunch of people that we're gonna try and get on the show, but I want to give a big shout out to Susie, aka Suspiria, who put me in touch with Nick, and I just really love his art. Really been doing killer stuff
He's
lately.
kind of got in his interiors like a Sienkiewicz vibe.
I was just gonna say that, bro. Totally. So there's that. That is Honor and Curse Eternal number 3, Hyde Street number 12, Hornsby and Halo number 0 cover. Let me take a look at this. What is this? In Your Skin number 2. That's a creepy cover. I don't even know really what I'm looking at, but it's a creepy cover.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, Capes number 7, you guys, is the book of the week for FOC, in my opinion, and everybody is going to be talking about this book. And it's also the reason why that Invincible game variant is going to be, it's going to be on the Hot 10 list again next week. There's no doubt about it. Or not, if not next week, when this book comes out, it'll be on the list again. I'll say that. This is her first full appearance in the comic, Invincible Universe Capes number 7. This is the Corey Walker variant that everybody's going to be going crazy for. So, first appearance of Elemental. It's cool to see Corey Walker and Robert Kirkman continuing that Cape series, like redoing it.
Yeah. Well, now it's all new. This is the first issue. Number 7, I think, is the first issue where it's a new original story.
Look at this Dan
Check
Mora
out the
cover.
That's going to be a big book.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
Gonna get 10 copies.
His style fits this a lot more than it does Transformers.
You know what though, bro? Here's what I will say, Nate. I like his style in Transformers more than DWJ.
You know, I'm not a DWJ fan, but I actually did like his in Transformers just with all the action, kind of going back and forth. Like I feel like I could feel it changing, and then when it
I
changed to
gotcha.
Mora, I was so used to like Once and Future. It's just they're just different art styles. Because I think Mora is great, but like this to me fits him a lot better than Transformers.
Who do you we've talked about this the last couple of weeks on some show at some point. Who do you guys think's the best interior cover artist in the game right now?
Interior cover artist?
Yeah, and sorry, interior artist. Jesus.
God, there aren't that.
Mm.
Kind of feels like half the stuff that you remember, the stuff you get is a different. There was a guy who was doing Green Lantern, the regular series, and I'm sure I'll butcher this. Zermonico. Start with the X. He had beautiful art. He did the covers. He did the interns and internals. They look great.
Jimenez is up there. Jorge Jimenez.
Jorge Jimenez. I'll put Jorge Jimenez up there. Yep, I agree with that.
Did you read
Igor says
Santana?
Finch.
Campbell on Zatanna.
Jamal Campbell.
Was great. Was really good.
Hayden Sherman's another one, says Marcus. I agree. To me, it's Hayden Sherman, Dan Mora. Who else?
I don't know if he does interiors. Sean Gordon Murphy.
White Knight.
anymore,
Mhm.
anymore.
White
But
Knight.
when he did internals, like, bro, I'm with it.
Yeah. This is gorgeous. That's gonna be a good book.
You know what? What's his name?
Speaking about Redondo, somebody said Redondo.
Stegman. Stegman does good.
Oh yeah.
Stegman, yeah.
It's just different with him on X-Men. Like it doesn't feel like it has that.
His
it's
X-Men
it's
run
not-
was, yeah.
It's not. Yeah. It's.
I didn't like it.
But everything else before that was awesome. When he was doing Venom, that was just incredible.
This is Justice League Unlimited number 19, the cover B, Bruno Redondo variant, and this cover is gorgeous. I'm going to show you guys something. This is crazy. Check this out. So, of course, Vince Locke is, you guys know, he's one of my favorite artists, and he's doing the interiors for the new Swamp Thing stuff that, obviously was canceled. He put this out. For free comic book day, I'll be at Tardy's Comics, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Signatures are free. Remarks are $30, and I'll have some sketches ready to buy. Look how good these sketches are.
Those are awesome.
I have to,
beautiful.
after seeing this, I need a fucking Swamp Thing Vince Locke sketch.
Hey Brian, not to go back to the other one, but just when you mentioned that, think about Rook, Faylock.
Oh yeah, Jason Fabuk, yes.
Yeah.
Who is one of my all-time favorite artists.
It's great.
That I talked about the other night when we were talking about how like Campbell has John Royal and Paul Green. Fabuk always remind me, like I would mix Fabuk and Jim Lee art up all the time.
Mm-hmm. So good.
I just caught up on Battle Beast, and Otley is still up there too, as far as just
Great point.
high detail. Yeah.
Yes. Great point.
Honestly, Brett Booth.
Yeah.
Oh god, he's awesome.
Brett Booth is one of the best there is too.
Yep. I'll put that up there too. I agree with that. I think he's one of the most underrated comic artists in comics. Oh, this is crazy. Last Harlemite 3. I haven't thought of this book. They started this book probably 5 years ago. They did a variant at San Diego Comic-Con in like 2022 or 2023, where it was an homage of Akira. It was one of those first Akira homages that came out, and hardly anybody picked them up. They're ghost books. But I didn't know that this book was still going on. This is number 3 of 4. How long has it been since the last one came out? It's gotta be forever. If there's anybody out there that's reading this, please let me know. Because this is surprising that this book is just finally finishing up. Oh my gosh. Very interesting story. It's a post-apocalyptic world in the 5 boroughs of New York, which is kind of crazy, and this is about Harlem. All right, let's see here. Lost Fantasy number 10. This series is blowing up right now. Everybody's going crazy for everything in this series. Of course, there was that Cat Blanchett book that everybody's, specking on as artist and first cover and first professional work. But the series is now starting to feel a lot of love on the secondary market. Multiple issues were on the Hot 10 last night of A covers. So pretty cool. All right, here we go. Mark Spears Monsters number 0 Deluxe Edition. So he had always mentioned to us that storyline that he did for the free comic book day, which is the first appearance of Funny Bones and the origin story of Funny Bones, that he was kind of rushed on that. And he really wanted to, that was a big story for him. And I think it's one of the first times that I ever really remember going, holy shit, Mark has become a really good comic book writer. You know what I mean? Like, the storyline is really, really good in this. And so he had always talked about how he felt like he was a little rushed on that. And so now he's putting out the deluxe edition one shot, where it's, kind of fully fleshed out. And this character is such a cool character. So this is going to be a big book that's on FOC this week. This is the cover A, which I love. And the cover B, which is great. You can see Funny Bone's face in the balloon. Oh, yeah. And I remember him. Mark is great. Here's what I love about Mark. Mark, every once in a while, will hit us up and be like, hey, what do you guys think about this? And he's open for suggestions. He's like, oh, you should do this. You should do that. And I love that. And I think that if you're, again, it's full circle to what we were talking about earlier, to have somebody in your life that will call you on your shit and that you can also reach out to and say, hey, what do you think about this? And will give you honest feedback. And that's so important in life, to have people in your life that will give you honest feedback, and that that are your friends and that are going to give you honest feedback. So I love that he does that.
Actually accept it. That's
Yes.
the key too.
Yep, totally. Shout out to Mark, one of the best. One of us. This is his cover C. The Slayer. Crime Suspense Stories 22 homage, another one. He loves that cover. He says that's one of his favorite covers to homage. And then the deluxe edition cover D, which is, he's been doing quite a bit more traditional style covers, just as like extra add-ons to kind of play around with. And this is the Dracula sketch variant. And then there's my favorite. I fucking love this. Like the reverse and negative color variant of the OG all looking down cover. Fucking beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool.
To have him sign this in blue, like baby blue, oh my gosh. That'll look great. Or even pink. And we'll talk about one more in a second on that one. Red Roots number 2. This is the Lorenzo De Felici series that Robert Kirkman is saying is one of the best comics he's read. So this, I'm really interested to see what people think about this. It's on FOC. Ripcord number 4, Saga of the Swamp Thing number 21. They're doing a facsimile. That's the first full Alan Moore storyline, if I remember correctly. I think he was on 20, but he only did like a backup story. I could be wrong about that. Is that right?
No, you're right.
I'm right. They're doing a facsimile of Silver Surfer number 4 again. It's going to be a foil. This is a great foil book if they can pull off chromium foil. Again, if the first comic company that can figure out a way to pull off the chromium foil of the early 2000s is going to blow away any competition. If you can figure out how to pull off that early chromium, like, remember when Darkness was doing those really cool chromium holofoil covers? What were some other ones that were really good chromium books? Like, I know there were some J. Scott Campbell ones really good chromium of the early 2000s. If they can
like
figure
the
out how to
Danger
do
Girl.
that, this
Yeah.
is the perfect cover for it.
Yeah.
Like you could do spot embossed color or spot color or like so many different ways you can play with this cover and do cool chromium holofoil on this. That it's unreal. It could be a print in its own in that type of format. All right, this book is very interesting to me. Skate Ali from Dark Horse. It is a new series. Let me run it down to you. Welcome to a near future Los Angeles, a neon scorched city where skateboarding has been ruthlessly outlawed, but nothing stops Skate Ali. This is very interesting. I hope it's good. And it could be a very cool platform for some really cool skate homage covers like Thrasher or old school boards. Like you could easily do a Pal Peralta variant cover for this in a second. You know what I mean? You could do a Santa Ana screaming eyeball cover for this. By the way, don't steal that. Please don't steal that, because that is a dream of Beyond Wednesdays, is to get the original artist to do a screaming eyeball variant. I've reached out to him multiple times. He's kind of elderly, so he's not doing anything right now, but I so much want to do a screaming eyeball variant badly. So I think this could be the place that there could be some really cool variants. Here's the problem. Fucking Dark Horse, man. Dark Horse feels like a nightmare to work with. I've been trying to figure out a way to get the guys to figure out a way to do a cool He-Man variant forever. And it feels like you're constantly just fighting the Dark Horse crew. So Dark Horse, get it together. This could be something major. Hopefully the series is good. Something is killing the children, number 48. This Rebecca Puebla looks like Lobos. And I'm okay with it because I love Rebecca Puebla and it's still a good cover.
That cover's great. The cover's really good.
Yep.
Really fucking good.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Kind of has more of a Lobos feel.
Right?
Yeah, it feels very Lobos-y. It's really good. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the crazy part is the big show in Houston is next month. And I was looking at the artists. They don't really have that many. They've got the cast from Daredevil as their which is great, but they really don't have that much talent besides that. I was like, well, you think Lobos would be there?
Mm-hmm.
Not there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
No
know
Dave
what's
Wilkins,
up with
no
Lobos.
Lobos,
I feel
no,
like
all the people who are close by, none of them are there.
I want to reach out to Pablo the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try and reach out to him and see if he wants to jump on the show, because I really feel like he needs to be doing some things in his career. Like I feel like he needs to be reaching out and doing certain things, because he's doing so much of the big two lately that I feel like if he did some really good variants, some really good exclusive variants, he needs to like have a resurgence, if that makes sense. Yeah. He's one of the coolest creators in the game, into where like, and we've said this before, you know, we talk about how Mark Spears has that One of Us, you know, title. Lobos is one of us. He is one of us. He is a comics fan. He was a blue collar worker, working construction, you know, always, you know, he started doing comics in high school, and then he worked construction to, you know, support his family, broke back into comics. Like, he is one of us in a major way. And every con I go to, some of my favorite moments are hanging out with him. If that makes, and I feel like he needs to have like a major resurgence. He needs to be doing some major he needs to be on some of those like Kickstarter books and some of those retailer exclusives that, you know, people aren't thinking of. And I think that might some of his best work might come from that, if that makes sense. You know, he started in that genre when he was doing those early Hive books, those what was it? Gun Honey? Was it Gun Honey that he did for Hive?
Yeah, the gold ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Rebecca Puebla is amazing. I love this cover, by the way, for the Skate Ali. That's my favorite cover. Beautiful, but the trade dress kind of ruins it. Should have been Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Scorch, number 51. Spider-Man Long Way Home, number 1. Got a couple of covers that they're not showing. Spirit of Shadows, number 5, cover B. That's interesting. Old school. What was the name of that artist that used to do all these paintings? The old Duran Duran paintings. I forget the name of the artist.
Duran, wow.
Right? You remember the old school Duran Duran?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What was that artist's name back in the 80s?
That's so funny. My friends are in Las Vegas right now watching Duran Duran. Literally 7 minutes ago, posted a
Hold
story
on.
watching
Put that
Duran
back up.
Duran
Put that
live.
back up.
Good.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Tell your parents that they fucking rule, bro. Dude, the Chauffeur by Duran Duran is one of the greatest songs ever written.
They're so good.
All right.
So they're just doing Rogue One because it's 10-year anniversary, right?
Yeah. Star Wars stuff is so dead in comics, bro.
I know.
Even with the Darth Maul.
Everything with Star Wars.
Thank you, Marcus. Patrick Nagel. That's the name of that artist. Patrick Nagel. Yep.
Very cool. Wow.
Superman 38. Got a couple of good covers with Superman Prime, Superboy Prime. Such a great character. John Jiang. That's interesting.
Oh, that's great.
Look at this
really
cover.
cool.
Yeah, this is a really good John Jiang cover.
I like that.
Superman Father of Tomorrow. That looks interesting. Check that out. Here's the Swamp Thing 89 stuff, number 2. Shout out Vince Locke. Turtles, Thundercats, Silverhawks. Are you reading Thundercats, Silverhawks, Nate?
Yeah.
What do you think so far?
So far, I think it kind of took me. The first one, when I saw, I didn't realize it was Chromium, and I thought it was Quicksilver with Copper Kid, and I was like, Quicksilver doesn't act like this. I'm like, whoever's writing this doesn't understand Silverhawks. And then when it comes out, this is his name, and he gets slashed and gets destroyed. I was like, oh, okay, so that's not Quicksilver. So, and then seeing the Shatara's flashbacks, trying to understand like what's going on between both worlds. So I think it's interesting so far. I mean, you can definitely see like how the lore can come together. So I want to see how they keep going with it. Hopefully they also keep making new characters with it.
One of my favorite writers is David Pepos, and he's writing Ghost, Space Ghost right now.
Oh yeah, it's great book.
Yeah, and that's a really good book.
Underrated book.
Yeah. Toxic Avengers. That's pretty cool. Alien cover.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
That's cool.
Uncanny X-Men number 29. I'm so out on the
It's just
X-Men
awful
stuff.
I mean, the
It's
whole
so
thing.
bad.
I was reading it for so long, and it went nowhere.
Bro, it's so bad. So bad. But
It reminds me of ASM for so long.
Yep. They're doing the soccer cover though. So here's
Dios mío.
Yep. Let's see here. Creature of the Black Lagoon, Universal Monsters. It's pretty dope. There's multiple good covers for that. Phantom of the Opera, number 4 of 4. Vampirella Armageddon, number 11. We've got a couple of good covers. This is very interesting for Lyric's Elite. This feels a little bit different, right? For Lyric's Elite.
It does.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, it's cool.
I really like it. So I love seeing stuff like that.
Brian, you want a funny story about Phantom of the Opera? I don't think I've ever heard my parents argue. And I remember in like 1987, I remember my mom and my dad arguing, which never really happens. And it was all because my mom was like, my son is not going to see Phantom of the Opera with Robert Goulet, whoever the second
Andrew Lloyd
act
Webber
was going to be.
Yeah.
So she was like, he is going to see it with Michael Crawford, and she flew me up to New York to watch.
That's
Phantom of the
cool,
Opera.
bro.
And then we ate dinner at Windows of the World in the Trade Center the night before.
I remember as a kid, my uncle and my aunt flew my parents out to New York to see Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. And my parents came back with the soundtrack from that. And me and my brother listened to that soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
For days upon days upon days. You know, I don't think I've ever been into Broadway musicals or anything like that, but the Phantom of the Opera shit was fucking cool as a kid.
It got me into it. She got us seats. We were in like probably about 10 rows deep, but we were in the middle. So when the chandelier comes down, it's coming right down on top of you.
That's fucking cool.
So
bro.
she knew what she was doing.
That's cool, dude. And you go a lot of times when you go to New York, you still go to see Broadway stuff.
Yeah, I do.
So that's one of the things that I want to do when I go to New York this year. I want to see some of the Broadway stuff. John, are you awake?
Absolutely.
He may be watching the Yankees game. I can understand why you fall
Wake
asleep.
up.
I was watching
wondering
the
what
Met
that noise
highlights,
was.
actually.
All right.
You
Void
look better
Rivals.
this way,
That's
John.
my-
Just stay like the way you are.
That's my poise. I don't know why it does that when I'm on pause too long, but I gotta find a way to knock that out. No, I'm serious. It does some weird shit.
Awesome.
All right. What if
Like I'm over
Uncanny
here
X-Men-
bagging and boarding books and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck?
You got the Art Adams book that we talked about when we saw it on solicitations. Great Blink cover. Excellent.
That's cool.
Yeah. Really good Joey Mads Rogue cover. Reminds me of the
Everything's
first ever
good.
variant
So
I
good,
ever
dude.
really realized was a variant was that Joey Mads Rogue variant back in the day.
There's so few artists that can just take like imagine 95% of artists that just do like a posed rogue like this, and it's gonna be so boring. Something up there. There's very few artists that can take a simplistic idea like this and it just looks so cool. Like, that's just her standing there because it's Joe Mad doing Joe Mad shit. You're like, fuck, that's so good.
I still remember being in college my freshman year. My dad would send my books I'd get them every week. I loved when he was doing the Flannex Covenant series. Like that series was just awesome. The art, and that was what, like 94.
He's so
There's
good, man.
By the
So
way, you
underrated
guys, there's only 8 of Stein packs left. So there's 66 Stein packs. There's only 8 left right now. So if you guys want them, the link is pinned right now. You have to be a YouTube member to get the first dibs. So if you're not a YouTube member, and you have to be a paid member, which is the second group of YouTube memberships at House of Stein. So if you want to get in on them, there's only 8 left. You got to go be a member though for the month. So just heads up on that. All right. I agree with you. Joey Mads, this might sound sacrilegious because for me, the greatest X-Men artist is between Joey Mads and Jim Lee.
Yeah, I mean, I got no problem with that.
Yeah. Right?
Because those are 2 I grew up with. So
Fucking A, dude. Yep. Fucking A. All right. Zatanna. We have some Zatanna variants we're going to talk about. Let's go ahead and run through some of these variants. Variant-wise, they are doing cash grab variants on the Bermejo, Spider-Man 1 in 100. Just buy the trade dress. You know what I mean? Don't get caught in the cash grab. Marvel, figure this out.
I don't know. That looks really good with a virgin. I don't
fucking
like that.
does.
Yeah,
bro.
it does.
It does.
It does.
Really does. But at the same time, like,
I get what you're saying, but I'm also like, shit, dude. If I'm trying to treat myself, I don't blame someone for going for that 1 in 100.
no, I get that. I don't blame them. I'm with you on that one, especially even with the Talavera X20 Generation X23 this week. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful
God, that looks
is.
really good without a logo on it.
Perfect place for a signature and a remark in the upper right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's good.
It is.
Bermejo is a great Spider-Man artist. He's not a good Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy artist, but he's a great Spider-Man artist. All right, this is the Dan Parent foil variant for the Archie's Laugh Out Archie's TV Laugh edition, I guess. That's going to be a cool secondary market book, I imagine. Let's see here. What else? I'm trying to look and see if there's any really good variants. Corpse Knight. This is the 125 Corpse Knight, which I like the design idea, but this one didn't hit very well. Great design. Could have been better. Let's see here. Where was I? Corpse Knight. This is the 1 in 50 Michael Walsh. That one's pretty dope.
Cool.
Yeah. Jimenez. We gotta talk about the Ito book. Where's the Ito book? Right here. Excommunicated. This is the book right here, you guys. This is probably the FOC book of the week. Second printing 1 in 20 Ito variant for Excommunicated. Really fucking good. And again, very simple, but really good. You can tell when Ito cares about, it's for most artists, I hate to say it, but you can tell when they really care about a cover, and they're kind of like just, completing what the retailer wants or the publisher wants. This is one which I think you could tell he really cared about. There's multiple versions of this, I believe. Yeah, there's a 1 in 50 Virgin variant, and there's a retailer exclusive foil for Third Eye on that one. I really like this one right here as a retailer exclusive. This is a foil Virgin. This is actually Bird City. And if this foil looks good on this could be a fucking major hit. But the foil has got to look good. It's got to not be dull. I don't know how Vault foils look, though. Exquisite Corpses number 13. Of course, you've got the multiple variants. This is the 1 in 25. It probably could have done better for a 1 in 25, but at least it has all the characters on the chessboard.
Did you see the one that Nomos put out today?
No.
Dude, that's one of the best Exquisite Corpses covers.
Here's the 1 in 100. Let me look that up.
Oh, I like that. So it matches the original.
Yeah. Jay Lee 1 in 100.
I did a variant for this book, and I was excited to see.
Which one is the Nomos one?
Bottom right, but it's a wraparound. Go to Nomos's Instagram.
Okay.
You got to see, because it's by this artist that Tom is actually working with, and he's been telling me about for a while. He's like a classically trained painter. I think this guy's got a shot at being.
Oh wow!
Big art. Look at that, bro.
Wow.
That's
badass.
Insane.
Last Supper homage, yeah.
You know what's crazy too? One thing I noticed that might make this book have legs. In the original painting, you can kind of see it. You can see Fox Mask Killer's nipples, which they've never. I don't know if they just didn't catch that or care but they're very, very particular about that. So I'm like, damn, if that goes to print like that, then that's interesting. But like that, the level of detail on that is insane. Like really good perspective with like the sword kind of coming at you from Fox Mask Killer. You know what I mean? And like all of them kind of have their story. You can see the Skinner guy like sewing a face onto his shoulder. Like he did a really good job making them all feel like he didn't just focus on a couple of characters. They're all their own individual paintings, which is really cool.
Wow. Like I've heard Exquisite Corpses is great. I have not read. I was waiting for all the issues to come out and then
good read. I'm a few behind, but it's really good.
And this is the last one. Is 13 the last one? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely primed for they're doing a TV show, I think, I think it's a TV show.
Is that like kind of like an Amazon, kind of like what they have right now, like the Boys or something like that? Kind of
I hope so. I
idea.
don't think they've said where it's going to yet, but
Mhm.
when I at C2E2, there was like a private, or not private signing. He came over to like the Captured Collectibles table. So I guess it
Yeah.
was technically a private signing, but he was just there signing books for like
Mhm.
everyone that we had brought together for it. And the artist was talking about, he's like, I've had things that have been optioned before, but like this is like things are like actually moving.
This one's
Yeah, he feels good about it.
That's
so,
awesome.
yeah, it's exciting. It's a really good story.
So they have 2. So this is the 1 per store thank you variant. But then they have this one too. The Michael Walsh variant, which is a connecting cover. All right.
The one thing I kind of like about that series too, what they done with variants, is you can like do any character, killing any character, fighting any character, even if it doesn't happen in the books. It kind of almost makes you still not sure what it's going to end up being. Like they didn't make it so that, because obviously every issue like one character dies basically, and they're like working towards the end, like face off. But like they didn't limit it so like you can only do who's in that issue, because then it would be obvious what the story is going to be. The spoilers. There's like, you know, Fox Mask Killer stabbing this person on a cover. It's like that doesn't happen. It's just like fun. They let you do fun variants without spoiling the book, which is cool.
That's cool.
This is Yasmin Pewtree, but you can tell she's got a lot of work on her plate.
Bobblehead.
Look at the arm. Yeah, the perspective is really bad.
That's rough. Yeah,
little bobblehead going on.
That's a little
That's
rough.
cool.
She's such a great artist too,
Mhm.
and there's multiple books that I think she got a variant out this week that's really good too. Let's see here, Hyde Street, Zerdy, Mark Spector, Moon Knight 1 in 25 is okay. Oh, Mark Spears. Here's the 1 in 50. It's one of those traditional covers that he does.
That's nice.
Let's see here, Red Roots, Swamp Thing, Scorched 1 in 50. This is a good cover.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a foil.
Yeah.
That's really fucking good.
It is really, really good.
I don't know much about this artist. Who's this artist? Jordan Noir. Take a look. Oh yeah. Good artist.
Look at this.
Look at this freaking Catwoman, dude. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good artist. Wow. Is it a sketch cover? Whoa. I like it. Blacklight. Oh, wow. Look at that. Department of Truth 25 sketch cover. That is
That's
fantastic.
a cool cover.
Oh, my gosh.
Lady
Jordan
Liberty,
Noir.
what happened?
If this was a cover, this right here would, if this was an exclusive cover, glow in the dark blacklight cover, game over. Hey, Dynamic Forces, pin a link in this one, man. Holy shit. Zabit says, starting to think Brian has some bad IBS the way he has to leave shows lately. Very close. It's not bad IBS. They have me on a medication that I gotta pee all the time, dude. So I am.
I'm like
peeing.
that on the flights.
Yeah, it's constant, bro. It's like 2 or 3 times an hour. Yeah, this is a dope artist. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this artist and maybe reach out to him because these are fantastic. He did that Prince. Oh, that's a good cover though.
I wish somebody would do a Fist of the North Star homage.
Yeah.
I know everyone loves the Akira, but Fist of the North Star just kind of gets lost.
I remember that series as a kid
Great.
watching it on
Yeah,
HBO,
loved
I
it.
think. They
I
had it
remember
on
buying the
HBO.
books back in the day, and they were like $3.95 a piece, and that was, like 1989.
This is
Maybe
a 1 in
7.
75 for Something is Killing Children 48. And then this is the 1 in 50. There you go. See if there's anything else crazy that I'm missing. We already talked about the Edo, Turtles, Thundercats, Silverhawks, X-Men, Garbage, Fan of the Opera, Void Rivals. Oh, this is one. All right, here's the Yasmin Putri that I said. We saw the Yasmin Putri. We were like, that's a little much.
With
But this is
Pythona?
one that is fantastic. You can tell
Yeah,
she
she
liked
spent her time
doing
on this one, which
Yep.
took away from the time on the other one.
Yeah. You can tell she really liked drawing this one.
God, that's sick.
And this is the 1 in 50 Chuma Hill.
Mm.
It's not bad.
I like that. I like that.
Wade Wilson Deadpool's got another soccer variant. They're going all out on these soccer variants. X-Men 97 season 2 1 in 25 right here.
I'm ready for that start.
Yeah, when is that supposed to start?
It's coming up soon. I want to say it's like June. I saw something the other day because I saw that in the House of Dragon, and it felt like they're both coming up in June.
I mean, if that's a prelude that comes out. Was that June 3rd is release date? So probably, yeah.
Yeah. So, I think that's it. Let me just make sure. I hate it when I fucking do that. All right, Zatanna. They didn't do any variants for Zatanna. No ratio variants for this one, but there is a really good cover A by Talaski, or cover B.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
This is the March variant for it.
So good.
How long are her legs?
Look at those freaking legs. Hell yeah.
She looks like a reptile.
And I'm fine with it. Yeah, same with me.
I'm fine with it.
Adam Hughes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And she's playing the banjo, like,
all right.
Giddy up.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a fan of all the Mark Brooks animated variants, but I'm starting to really like that style out of nowhere.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool that he has different styles that he can tap into.
This is a 1 in 50 Corey Smith variant. The Rogue looks good,
Not
but
bad.
Miss Marvel's a little off.
Yeah.
The Rogue looks like
her arms.
Art Adams.
Yeah, totally. I think that's about it. I mean, double check. I don't think there's anything really much else going on. Yep, that's about it for New Comic Book Day. So, or for FOC this week. Not too shabby. Not too freaking shabby. All right. What else do we got going on? Let's see here, dude. San Diego is coming up quick. Have you guys started thinking about San Diego yet?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, fucking A, you have.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, San Diego.
A lot of prep as a retailer for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This year is going to be a lot of fun, and it's probably the next big con. I can't think of anything that's coming up before it.
Here,
that's really big.
Charlotte.
Yeah. I
Are you going
wanna
to go to Charlotte?
I really wanted to go, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Okay.
You know,
Because I was actually going to see if y'all were going or who was going, because I was going to take Alex to my parents' house and then come up to from there.
I would love to go. There was talk about maybe them reaching out to us and maybe trying to work some type of thing out to give us a table or figure out a way for us to get out there. But that we haven't heard much on that. But San Diego is going to be the next real big one for us, I think. So that'll be fun.
When is that? Is that
End of
That
July.
is July 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd through the 26th. So my thought process is get Leg on the search for the Airbnb for this year. He's always the best when it comes to finding those.
Find one
And
where there's no fire drill.
That'd probably be smart. That'd probably be good.
So no fire drill, so that way you don't have to wake up Leg, and he's got
bro, that
so
was
he
a
won't
nightmare, dude. That was a fucking nightmare.
Doesn't
I
worry
was the
about
only
putting the clothes
one.
on.
Yeah, I was the only one that was like, "Are you guys not waking up for this? This sounds like the worst fire alarm in high school that I ever heard."
Oh
You know what
my
I mean?
God. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Night of Comics says they are reaching out about next week about approvals. Interesting. Fan Expo Anaheim is new. Oh,
Fan Expo Anaheim, interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to affect. What's it called?
So didn't they already have WonderCon's in LA,
WonderCon.
right?
That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. So like,
didn't they already have that? So is this like one
Yeah.
like front and back kind of a little bit?
I guess. Yeah. Interesting.
June
Oh, shit.
26th
Mark
to the
Hamill?
28th.
Photo ops, autographs.
I mean, that's the way to do it. Mark Hamill is going to be WonderCon.
Holy mackerel.
Oh shit.
What are the dates for that?
26th to the 28th of June.
Right after the little guy gets out of space camp. No plans for that week. This works out really well.
Anaheim's a nice area too.
And you got Dwight from The Office. There you go. I'm in.
I mean, this has got to be kind of easy for them to book though, because so many of these guys live here, and it's like a 45-minute drive from LA. So,
Davis, can't you fly into John Wayne for Anaheim?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's like you could fly into any. Like I said, it's like 45 minutes away. It's not even far. So
Yeah.
even if the LA flights were cheaper, like Burbank or something, it's really not a bad.
Garrett Gunn, Fang. Yeah.
So not
Mark
a huge
Hamill.
list.
Yeah, not a huge list.
Mark Hamill.
That's all I needed. That's all because Joe, he gave me when he came in town, he gave me the he had pressed an original Rolling Stone from like 1977, whenever it was. And that was the first Star Wars cover. It's got Mark Hamill and obviously just, the Chewie and Han and Leia. And I was like, that would be the thing to get him to sign if you ever could meet any of these folks. And then
$99 is really not bad for priorities, like guaranteed first priority seating.
But I don't know does that include autographs?
Can't. There's no way.
Oh no, yeah. Okay.
I think that's it, literally for him, like speaking.
Oh, go down. That makes more sense.
That makes sense.
That makes more sense.
Totally.
Photo op, pre-signed.
Pre-signed. Okay.
How much money do you think Mark Hamill's gonna make at this event?
A lot.
You think there's over 100 people that are gonna?
Oh
yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, I was gonna say over 1,000.
Yeah. No, he's gonna cash the fuck out.
The thing is, it's already pre-signed. Like that's the only bad part. Whoa, keep going down. Keep going down. Mark Hamill
It being a New Hope
that?
photo is cool though. Oh yeah.
$4.99.
So you just
signed.
get the signed photo. You don't get the picture with it. You're basically spending $500 for a photo with them.
A premium.
Yeah.
Bulky defined as lightsabers. So you can get lightsabers, full-size posters, helmets, statues, toys, and other items larger than 12 inches for $700.
We think
everything else is $4.99. Other than the 8x10 photos.
Can you get two? Or is it $500 per signature?
$500 per signature.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of painful.
It is, but it's Mark.
I was about to say it's not often though that you get Mark.
You got it. This is. I've got to go to this.
Nate's going to Anaheim.
Yeah. Hey, check out the Angels and.
Have you been to Anaheim? You've been to Anaheim, right?
I have. I took my dad to a Dodgers game. We flew into John Wayne, went to the Angels game, and we went up and saw. I took him for experience for the Dodgers for a couple hours on the field before the game and stuff.
Cool. Anaheim, I'm sure where they're holding this is right by Disney too.
Got to be.
So
that's a cool area.
It's a very cool area. It's probably the same place. I bet you it's the same place they're holding WonderCon. I would think
Yep.
that's
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally.
Which is it's a cool area for sure.
Oh,
That's a fun weekend. That's a fun weekend. That will be if you end up doing it.
I just need to fly in and get it, and oh, this is perfect because if he gets out of space camp, be like, hey, do you want to go to Disney?
Shit, dude, what a good summer.
Fucking
that's
A,
a good
bro.
back-to-back events right there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you want to go to Disney, and then maybe we have a little day thing that we do real quick.
that was the one that Anna got lost at when she was a kid, so she'll be dying to go back.
All right. This Tuesday, you guys, come hang out with us. We're going to be talking with Brian Polito and Nick Barucci. The Evil Ernie Omnibus editions are up and running right now. Let's go ahead and bring that up.
Hey, can I ask you? I don't mean to be rude, but so I was looking at when I was at the shop picking up my books on Wednesday, and there were some of the Thundercats stuff I wanted to get on the blind bags, but they were like $20 because there were 3 books. And I was like, I don't want 3 books. I just want one. If it was, I don't really know, and I don't have no idea what comes in them. So I was just like,
I think that their blind bags that they do direct to the comic shop are lacking. And you know, I don't hold anything back. I'm honest. You know, I love Dynamite. I love Nick Barucci. I love what they do over there. But at the same time, like, I think that their direct to retailer blind bags are lacking. I think I liked what they did with the Vampirella blind bags, and I like what they're going to do with the Red Sonja blind bags through the Kickstarter. But I think the ones that they're doing through to direct market, where it's one variant and one of the sketch covers, if you don't care about sketch covers, then that's not a big pull for you. So if you're not a creator or somebody that loves to collect sketch covers, that's not a great buy-in for you, you know? So
yeah. And I love Thundercat stuff, but I don't even know exactly what I get. And so there's no pictures on the back, kind of like what the options are or stuff I can pull. So it's kind of like, I was asking the guy that worked the store, and he's like, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
And so no one really knows. And it's just like, why is this one $20, but I can get, you know, Monsters or a Daredevil or something like that for a couple bucks. I was like, I'll just get those.
Yeah, totally. I agree. I think that again, the blind bag world is funny because we're at that point right now where the blind bag world has really kind of settled in, right? We've seen the publishers that do it well, and they're not really like oversaturating the market with it at this point. You know, we see Marvel doing it. That's probably the only thing that Marvel has been doing well, has been their blind bags. Is there anything else that you can think of that they've been doing well other than their blind bags?
Marvel?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
So, you know, that's a good thing. So
they've been pretty good at letting the competition get ahead of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think they've done really good on those. I think obviously Mark did a good job on the winter and the Halloween ones. I thought those were great. I think that the Battle Beast ones were amazing. I think that like some of the ones that like Exquisite Corpses did through retailers, they did some really good ones. Yeah, Scott's Collectibles. Yep. They did a really good job with those. Boom has been doing a great job with the blind bags they've been doing at their cons. But I think that they haven't. There was a lot of worry that they were going to be just flooding the market with these blind bags. And I think that retailers have realized that you have to really put in some effort on the blind bags for them to be a hit. Now, here's what's interesting. Dynamite has, and this is something that I didn't expect, with the Ben 10 comic they have that new Ben 10 comic that's coming out. And they've done really well pre-order wise on those Ben 10 comics. So that's something that I didn't expect, you know, and we'll see how that plays out. But what I think is going to be excellent is this, and that's the Evil Ernie Chaos Comics omnibus editions that are coming out. They're going to be doing omnibuses for Evil Ernie, Lady Death, Purgatory, and Chastity, which is amazing because they've never been reprinted. And Brian has been doing a great job of promoting these with all the history of the Chaos comics and, you know, the old school products and cool things, promotional items that they had, which is great because he's got that clubhouse, that Coffin Comics clubhouse. That's just fantastic. If you've never been there, figure out a way to get there.
Is that the one Leg had in his video?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, I gotta say, I think Brian Pulido has shown, he's given people the blueprint on, if you have a really good IP, this is a great way to profit off of it and to do it the right way, to create a good fan base. Coffin Comics, Sworn Nation is fucking, they're rabid, man. They will support anything that Coffin Comics puts out because they know they're going to get good product. They're going to get a care put in the product, great shipping. You know, there's very few publishers out there that put print run numbers printed on the comics. Brian has been doing that forever. 132 of 150, you know, 001 of 150. Like, he puts those on the comics. So I think that in the future, when hindsight is 2020, people are going to look back at Brian Pulido and what Fran Pulido have done with Coffin Comics and say, this is what a lot of the independent creators should have been doing. If you've got a good enough product, a good enough IP, and a fan base that is, that you can grow, that's the way to do it. The convention, Sworn Nation, the Sworn Fest is fucking amazing. It's we showed that this year. Blast, great event. And I love that. You can just kind of geek out with other fans of the IP. You get to hang out with all the creators. And it's not just, it's like a full-on event. They have open bars and they know the clientele that they're working with. And so it's super cool. So they're going to hang out with us Tuesday night for a little bit. And then I think we're going to probably get into a little bit more about retailer exclusives and retailer exclusive variants, because I think that's something that needs to be talked about this is how retailer exclusives, how much they really cost. This is the type of things that you really want to think about when you're detailing with them. So shout out to Painey and one of our UK brothers that says, good morning, Beyond Wednesday's crew. I'll catch up on the rewind. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
I'll say Flea too. Like when we had him on, this was maybe it could have been a year and a half, 2 years ago. They had seen I saw Pantera the night before, and they were seeing them that night because they were just like one of the guys. They were so easy to talk to. And I was like, don't get your hopes up that Cemetery Gates is playing. I was like, they do not play it anymore.
He was going to Detroit to watch him.
Play it.
Yeah.
They will not play it.
They did not play Cemetery Gates?
Not without Dimebag. They will not play it.
That's cool that they do that. That's respect.
Yeah, I know that.
It's good and bad. I don't know. It's just it's one of those things. It
sucks that you won't see it, but it's also, I give respect to because that was a big deal. If you remember when that whole thing went down,
oh God,
Phil couldn't go to the funeral. Like there was a lot of animosity.
It was a mess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vinnie Paul's, with him being gone, so it'd be different probably too if Vinnie Paul was still alive, and because he could kind of give a blessing, but without both of them, it's hard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Pine Jam says, loved McFarlane's Lady Death a couple years ago. It was gorgeous. Agreed. Definitely agree. All right. Queen's Comic Party says McFarlane going to go full blind bag. He's doing it with toys in this year. I saw that. Did you guys see that where McFarlane is doing blind bag toys?
No.
You can tell he can tell his license is running out with DC, so he's trying to do a little something different with going into the end of the second half of the year.
Yeah.
Which he's got, his figures, for what you get for the money is really, really good.
Yeah.
Because he's never raised his price. Like his price has been the same for since COVID. And you get Hasbro and they give you the 3 3/4 figure and it comes with like a backpack and a gun. It's a deluxe and it's $35. And then McFarlane gives you the same thing you were getting with the 6-inch 6 years ago, and it's still $19.99. and he's got the different levels. So if you can find like a platinum or a gold or something like that,
Yeah. I know I saved that post where they were
it's just like
talking about
Spawn.
it.
Like it's still the one book that's still $2.99. Like he is.
Yeah.
I'll give him a lot of credit. He was very fan conscious and understands that part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I saved that. I'm trying to find. Maybe I saved it here. Hold on, let's see here. Where they talk about how they're going blind bags for the toys.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. So, but it makes me wonder, like, are they doing it just for like toys they couldn't sell or what? You know.
I think that's it. I mean, like with blockies, because it's the blind box with the Transformers. They're $4. You get them. Like if they're doing the same thing and say like, hey, this is going to be maybe the Superpowers line, and it's all $19.99, and we've got some that you get the Todd autograph or some that are gold or something like that. I think that's cool. I think it's a good idea, especially if he's got to wind down his inventory. That
about that Thrill Joy company? Have you ever looked into them?
No.
Huh.
Thrill Joy is the founder of Funko started it, and it's pretty much Funkos that are blind. So it's like, how with Funkos you have like the Chase variants and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And those, like, I had a buddy that worked at GameStop like 10 years ago, and he would just text me and he'd be like, hey, I just got a Chase like Pennywise. Do you want it? And I'd be like, yeah. And he would just put it like, there was like any store could just do that. And Thrill Joy, if you look it up, it's actually really cool. They come in like these, like you rip the thing and you pull it off and you like it's like kind of like an unboxing in itself. So when you buy them, you don't know what, you just know you're getting a Jason Voorhees, but you don't know which version you're getting. It's actually really cool.
I've got some of the Star Wars cans. They did it with Boba Fett, but you didn't know which Boba, and you were trying to get a certain one.
Yeah. See how it's got the zipper on the side? You pull that down, and then you can actually reveal which version of that.
Oh, that's cool.
It's great. It's a great idea.
And it's $20, so it's not even like crazy expensive or anything.
Dog.
I like that zipper idea.
RoboCop.
Isn't that cool? They got Invincible and Street Sharks and Ninja Turtles and shit. Like,
can you zip it right back
Something
up?
for everybody.
Well, no. The zipper is like, it's like a pull tab. It's just like, it's not an
gotcha.
actual zipper. It's just like part of the design. But like, I think that you can get, so look on the left. So you can get different versions.
Bloody.
So when you zip it, get like the bloody, different costume. So you zip it and then you can pull it up. And it actually, look at the zoom in on that picture. I think it says the edition number. 96 of those.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So it's basically Funkos but blind. And the box is like a really nice box. It's like a matte, like the box itself is matte, and then like that little diamond pattern is like gloss. So it's got like it's like basically premium Funkos.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I like shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, you guys got any pickups? Any new pickups this week? I don't have anything. I don't think. Yeah.
I don't got anything.
Yeah.
Lightweight.
Oh, I got some expensive stuff.
All right, let's see it. This is the fun part.
I don't want to show off, but this right here.
Oh boy!
I got a stack of old Beckett's. I got for like $10, and I pulled this one out immediately and started looking at prices. And but actually, the reason I bought it is because, and it's in the other room. There's an old Mike Schmidt that was like maybe it's like 12 or 13, but my buddy loves Mike Schmidt, so I'm gonna send that to him because he used to have all the old ones, and he's building a separate like guest house.
Yeah.
And he's putting all his stuff in there, so I was gonna get it framed with some of the old Beckett's, and so he can hang those up.
Bro. Look at that old school Greg Jeffries Beckett.
I showed him this earlier. He was in the
gosh.
mountains. He was like, "Oh my god!"
Is that the back cover or the
like,
front cover? That's the front cover. Oh my god.
Gary Sheffield on the back, big timer.
What issue is that?
49. It was
wow.
April of '89. This is going into the playoffs, or not going to the playoffs, but oh man, those were the days. The Mets were actually good. Go ahead, John. Go ahead. I know you're dying to laugh. I wouldn't. And speaking of big dollar stuff, I did get this the other day. Box of $19.90.
Wow.
This was $15. The best part was
flexing.
The best part, I've been wanting one of the black and white Bo Jackson cards from the score.
Yeah. And
you see him, and I'm like, I'm not really sure, like the cut. And the same guy had an unopened set. He's like, well, how about $15? And I'll put it with the other box. I'm like, yeah, it's a great idea. I was like,
sure.
Like, I'm looking, I was like, God, this thing has never been opened. I mean, like, I was like, holy shit. I don't know if you can open it. I'm like, holy mackerel, it's going to take some work. So
those, I wonder what those Bo Jackson's black and white and PSA 10 sell
if
for.
you get a PSA 10, I was watching an auction the other day. It's about $450.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. John will probably appreciate this. Do you remember when Mark sent Leg and Clutch the covers or like some signed editions, and they were doing their eBay live sales?
Mm-hmm.
And if you pulled that cover out of a bag, you got the one that Mark signed.
Yep.
So I maybe had like a few during, it was Christmas. And so I went on the Clutch's sale. I was like, yeah, let me buy a bag. And bam.
It's Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because, with the name I signed in on, Clutch didn't know it was me. And I was like, hey, Clutch, he's like, Nate, you just got the autograph. He's like, this is the one that Mark had sent me. And so I was like, and then I got also a foil in the bag. I was like, well, why don't you give the foil to somebody else in the show? So if I got this. And so when we got done talking, I was like, hey, do you mind sending it to CGC for me? He's like, yeah. And so I just got
9-8, nice.
Yeah.
That's
with
awesome.
the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I do have one thing, Brian. I've been meaning to show you this. I actually just gotten this done because I know you like the framing stuff. So one sec.
Dude, I've got probably 5 or 6 things I need framed that I got to save up like $2,000 to get stuff framed. I got an Adam Hughes poster. That's one of the greatest Adam Hughes things he's ever drawn that I got to get framed.
So when I got the J. Scott Campbell, the Gwen Stacy picture, and I got on the ASM, the blank, I was like, okay, the red's right, but the blue's different. And I've had this for a little bit, and so I finally I got it framed.
God.
McFarlane
sketch with Stan Lee auto. Wow, bro.
I can honestly, it sounds bad. I almost wish it didn't have Stan Lee auto. It just kind of detracts a little bit.
That's where your eye goes first, for sure.
That's
when
exactly
did he do
right.
that? Do you know when he did that?
I do not.
Wow.
I've had this for a while, so I'm not really sure exactly when this was done.
That has to be very old.
But
yeah,
I was like,
super old.
Fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah, I'm not showing anything. I'm not showing anything.
John, you got any pickups, bro?
No.
No, I got most of the stuff new comics bullshit. So nothing really.
I do want to show one thing that I found. So shout out to our boy Jesse James Comics, who, if you guys know, this is the book that he loves Super Pro, and he's always getting Super Pro. But I didn't realize this. This is Super Pro #1, the first issue of the ongoing, and
ongoing.
Yeah, they did an ongoing series, right?
Would it stop at 3?
Look at this. This is an insert inside. Bo Jackson's Collector Club. It says here, one day I was real sad and my dad said, hey there, $17, send it in one place. Right? It's like, look at this. Yeah. So can you imagine having one of those t-shirts right now, what it would sell for? It'd be ridiculous.
I've always thought about that every time you see that old T-shirt ads in the Marvel, like the Silver Age. I'm like, damn, I want one of those. I wonder what those T-shirts look like nowadays.
And I wonder how many of these
T-shirts and stuff
have the inserts still left in them, because it's not like a regular. It's like super glossy paper, and it's almost like a fold-out poster.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, those Super Pros too. There can't be. I mean, people would have tossed those after a while.
Oh yeah. I read it too, and I was like,
I remember. I'm like, I haven't seen one of those literally almost since they came out. It ranks right up there with like the Heckler.
Yeah,
yeah. Which I actually enjoyed, like all 6 issues or 7 before it got canceled, but like Keith Giffen. But God,
I want to show an artist before I leave today. We call it a day. Let me see here. Let's pick out. Let's go with. I don't know if this is AI based or not. I'm just going to say that, but this is a artist, Patrice Marucciano, and this is a cubist street art image of McFarlane's Spider-Man.
I think it's very cool.
Right? Isn't that fucking badass?
I don't think that's AI. I can't imagine what AI would have done with that.
Yeah.
I don't
So
think
that
so. It
was
looks great.
that's really cool. I really like that. And then this is another one. This is an artist, Vincenzo Riccardi. Bro.
Vincenzo Riccardi's really good.
This is fucking
unreal.
unreal.
He was popping off in like the early Whatnot days. He was one of the artists that I remember like when during that first wave of variants a few years ago. There's a lot of expensive Vincenzo Riccardi covers.
Like beautiful style.
A lot of color.
Yeah. It's like color vomit, but not in a negative way. Like color vomit, but like with purpose.
Yes. Great way to put it. But that freaking Invincible is fantastic.
I like the other one more, the Returns.
Oh yeah, this one right here. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Cool. Can you go up to the Optimus Prime? That's like 2 above that.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Look at this Aliens one.
Yeah, that Xenomorph is sick.
So, I didn't know much about this guy, man.
He's good.
Yeah, that's pretty dope stuff. I mean, look at this. Absolute Bane commission.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy.
That's cool.
Look at them all.
Look at that. Oh yeah, the Darth Maul.
Yeah, it's sick.
This Spawn is fantastic too.
Very vibrant for sure.
Yeah. Love it. Look at this. Wow. Really good. Really good art. Love that type of stuff. Love color. Love, like you put it the best way. It's color vomit without it being too much.
That Silver Surfer is really good.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, the other one. Sorry.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's see here. Which one?
It looked like it was above Darth Nihilus. That second from the left. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Good stuff. All right. That being said, you guys, I think Monday night I should finally be doing a sale either on Whatnot or eBay Live. I'll let you know. Congratulations to everybody that picked up Stein packs. If you guys want to check, if you're a YouTube member over at House of Stein, you guys can check the pinned comment in the live chat to see if any are available. They might be all sold out at this point. So we'll be doing a Stein Pack 13 opening, which is going to be crazy. And we're going to be getting prepped for San Diego this year, you guys. So you guys know how it works whenever we go to cons, try to go to cons as a crew, I try to start prepping by having sales. So start, keeping your eyes on the IG and the YouTube community posts. I'll be having card sales and comic sales pretty heavy for the next 2 months. Davis, do you have anything coming up?
Yeah, this Wednesday I have 3 variants dropping. We have, I don't know if you saw, we announced John Boy Transformers today. That's actually
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's take a look.
I think it's nuts.
Oh wow,
Megatron.
That's beautiful.
When you were doing the colors, I was thinking about this. We were kind of going through that last week.
Yeah, it's a fucking vibrant cover, yeah. And it looks gnarly in foil. In person, this thing looks crazy. So dropping this, and then we haven't posted it yet, but I think I showed it last week, the Absolute Batman 19 Fan Yang.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Both of those are dropping this upcoming Wednesday on Whatnot.
So there you go. Don't miss those.
Retail price, obviously, good price on those.
Fuck yeah.
Is the Megatron's at spot foil?
No, it's a full foil, and he actually usually we don't go gloss foil because it's like kind of like the black or like the white becomes silver and it's really dark. With that cover, we were like, let's do the gloss or like the high gloss because there's so much color that there's really no dark pieces. There's nothing to become black on that. It's just wall to wall color, so it looks really nice.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Not too shabby. And then John, you got Elite 11 coming up, right?
Yeah, May
Oh yeah.
30th and May 31st at St. John's University in Queens, New York. Jim Lee will be the special guest, and I'll be. It's a 2-day show, and I'll be.
They
set
got
up there,
AFA
so.
there too.
Look, I know that guy.
Mm.
So there you go.
But they got AFA like there to grade the figures, and I'd love to see that show.
I'm gonna bring. I've never submitted anything to AFA, so I'm gonna bring a couple of things.
That's cool. Fuck yeah, bro. Good shit.
Nice.
So there you guys go. Other than that, come hang out with us. Let's see here. What do we got coming up? Tuesday night, Brian Polito, Nick Brucci for the first part of the show. And then we'll be right back here on Wednesday night and Saturday night, and House of Stein on Friday night. Hopefully you guys got your House of Stein Pack 13s, and we'll see you guys soon. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We're going to hang backstage for a little bit. Adios.